Cranky Live Sports Talk, where passion meets action.
Hey sports fans, I am Cranky, and this is the Cranky Live Sports Talk, the podcast where we dive deep into the hottest topics, the biggest games, and the most controversial moments in sports.
Whether it's football, basketball, track and field, cricket, or soccer, we've got you covered with expert analysis, insider interviews, and unfiltered opinions.
Join me as I chat with the biggest names in sports, get exclusive insights and stories you won't hear anywhere else.
Cranky Live Sports Talk is where you can hear the real talk, the hard-hitting questions, and the hottest takes.
So, if you're a true sports fanatic, you don't want to miss out? Subscribe now to the Cranky Live Sports Talk on YouTube and hit that bell icon to never miss an episode.
Cranky Live Sports Talk, where sports come alive. Subscribe today.
Buenas tardes, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. I see Jeremiah is here. Bless up, Jeremiah. No politics. Hey, Jeremiah, what are you talking about? We have no barriers in what we talk about on this program, okay? And it's politics time. Voting is completed next week, so we have to talk. Jeremiah says, "Sir Karen, when you host Pastor Blake on your Balanced View channel?" So, okay, I'm gonna do this, Jeremiah, just for you. I'm gonna go back my Balanced View to me have viewers. So I'm gonna do this, Jeremiah, for you. This is for you, Jeremiah, and for all of those of you who would like to see Balanced View be up and running. I'm gonna pin the subscription, the link in there. You can subscribe to the channel. If we get enough subscribers, I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours for monetize. And I'm at 150 because I've been put it on hold. So if you want the channel to be up and running, then make it work. Do the right thing. Subscribe to it. I'm gonna start the show up on it. And yes, I do want to have Mr. Pastor, Man of God, and who goes by various different names. I do want to have some dialogue with him on the channel, so definitely will do so at some point. But the channel needs to come to a point where it's relevant, and right now, irrelevant. So bless up, Xavier, and thanks for joining. Paul, One Love, Mr. Smith, Chris Smith, bless up. Farmer, is that Jog? Or Jog? I'm not even sure how to pronounce that. Good afternoon. Thanks for being here. We don't talk enough Reggae Boyz today. Mainly Reggae Boyz today, but we have some things, I have to introduce first. We're going to try to prognosticate, what do you call it, predict what the squad will be and what the lineup should be and what we think it should be. But, so we have other sports that we follow. So we can't just talk about, I'm trying to search for something here which I can't find. We can't just talk about what's the Reggae Boyz solely, because then I wouldn't really have a channel now, would I? We have to talk about other things. So we're going to do that. But let me start off first by saying, as I normally say on my program, which I'm going to do until I get answers, which is, where's the coach? What's the coach? What do you think the coach is doing today, people? Bless up, J. Ross. Bless up, Brando, Float Management, Nitro. Chorus, thanks for joining. What do you guys think the coach is doing today? Because when the coach is not in Jamaica, I have no idea where he is. Zero idea. So what you guys think the coach is doing today? You think the coach is doing work? You think he's calling Bailey or calling? I don't know why I'm looking at my screen and it shows a blank thing for my I put in the thumbnail. I don't know what happened. That's weird, actually. Somebody had a cute comment. I did go to the YouTube site and I did put in a thumbnail, and it was a really nice thumbnail, and it was up. But it looked like it got taken down. I don't know what happened. It's kind of weird, actually. Don't ask me what happened. It doesn't make any sense to me. Is the thumbnail up, people? The thumbnail is supposed. I don't see one. I'm actually looking for the thumbnail on my iPad and I can't see it. Is the thumbnail up or is the thumbnail missing? Can't be having program with a thumbnail. I spend time putting a thumbnail together, That is weird. I don't know why that's the case. Let me know if the thumbnail is up. I have to go back and then probably change it. Stevie's he's on a cruise. He's on a cruise. Know yourself. Never cruising up night. It's someplace. One last of the coach went fishing back to the pub for a few pints. Yeah, well, the pub's a big thing, as you all know, in England. So he's probably there. Corey said, trust me, for the coach to be out of Jamaica during his halftime is off time. No, Chorus, the question we're asking is he a part-time employee? All right. We'll get to that, Chris. Yeah, Chris, yeah, jump ahead in Chris, man. We'll get to that, Chris. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Maybe none of them, Chris. Oh, we'll get to that, Chris. We'll talk about that. And people, let me know this, people. Is he a part-time employee or is he a full-time employee? That's what I want to know. Because if you're a full-time employee, you're working full-time. And the question is, I think I outlined a while back what I think the criteria is and the responsibilities are for a national coach to undertake in terms of leadership, academy, recruiting, managing, engaging with sponsors, a bunch of different things. But Cranky, what if you getting the results? So I must say this. I've been thinking about this quite a bit, actually. I think a coach can be a difference maker, but I don't think the coach is the difference, if that makes any sense. So what do I mean? I think the players are the most important aspect of a team. And if you show me a great coach, I show you very good or exceptional players. Any coach you want to show me says a great coach. If you want to show me Lenny at Clarendon College, if you go Jamaica, for example, go local, I'm going to show a bunch of the players that he's recruited. Most of them probably come from town who play for him. If you show me Guardiola, I'm going to show you he had Messi and a bunch of those, and Xavi. When he went to Germany, he had a bunch of players, the mothers of the world that played for Bayern. He didn't win the Champions League when he was there. When he went to City, they already won 2 championships. So he just was the sort of, the difference maker in terms of, but I don't think, Pep, Pep is a good manager, but I don't think Pep, Pep don't take bad teams, people. Pep don't take bad teams, okay? Pep doesn't take bad teams. Pep makes sure he takes the best teams and maintain his record. It's like Phil Jackson was when he coached Chicago and then went to LA. So managers maintain their status and their records by making sure they have very good players. DW says, I think he should spend time in Jamaica, but I don't think he has to be in Jamaica all the time. Some of the work he does could be anywhere, but some he needs. So okay, so let's have the conversation, people. And by the way, we have time for the Reggae Boyz. We're talking about Reggae Boyz. But let's have the conversation. So what work is he doing when he's not in Jamaica? Can you guys give me some ideas? Because I'm struggling. What work is he doing when he's not in Jamaica? Seriously. Bailey said he called him. He spoke to the coach a number of times. So if you want to call on the phone call, because I know marketers are on the phone call. So let's say he's in marketing. But marketers are also going to the client location. Marketing also engaging. Marketing doing a lot of reading and assessment. He comes to the windows. He doesn't know the players. And then he know the opposition. He'll say he watched all the players and he knew what the players were. And then he's telling me about Marin. So I don't understand. No, you're missing the point, Nitro. Man U had the most money. They could buy the best players. Fergie just managed. Fergie didn't do any coaching. People can tell you that. Fergie did zero coaching. He was a manager. He managed, right? But Fergie didn't do any coaching. So when we talk about coaching, it's just like when you had Man City, where they talk about Arteta was great because he was a coach. Fergie didn't do any coaching. Go ask anybody who knew about Fergie. He's a great manager. Know people, understand people, understand his players, their temperament, how they operate, who he can throw shoes at and who they can't throw shoes at. But he also had the most money. And as soon as Chelsea came in with their money with Abramovich, you saw things change. It's the players. They brought in a good manager in Marino, but they bought all the best players. They bought the Hazards of the world. They bought the Dragbas of the world. They bought all the best players. Nobody say he's not a leader. Nitro, you're confusing yourself, Nitro. Nobody say he was not a great leader. I just told you. He wasn't a coach. The difference between being a coach and being a manager. You could do both, but he wasn't a coach. He wasn't on the field giving direction. That's what I led to understand. I thought he was on the field doing coaching. He wasn't. He was not a coach. Coach is on there showing you how to make the pass, how to run into space, how to draw defenders out of place. Yeah, he was not coaching nobody. But anyway, we won't spend a ton of time on that. I still don't know where the coach is. I haven't heard where the coach is. And my next question is always going to be, until I get some answers, as you know, because this is a regular, every time I'm here, question I'm asking is, where is the postmortem for the under-20 team? The under-20 team went to Central America, played 3 games, gave up an average of 5 goals per game, which is hard to do in contemporary football. You don't see nobody getting no 6 love and 7 love in football in the people. You don't realize that. If you're like Cuba, you come to Jamaica and a team, but you just go play low block football and protect your goal. You don't see nobody getting on 7 love and 8 love. Especially in this region, even with the other team, them, right? Unless you're really not a good team. And because smart like a Dominica, we couldn't beat Dominica 6 anyway. I think I'll use Dominica as excuse, but that's probably, isn't that the highest goal the US scored in the under-20 tournament the other day? When we get 9 from the US, and 9 was a very charitable score, because it could have been 15. You imagine playing a football match, it's 90 minutes. They scoring a goal once every 10 minutes. Yeah? And it's 11 against 11. Arsenal get 10 from back. What are you talking about, big deal? So I don't know. But we need some answers, people. I've said this numerous times, and I'm gonna say it again. Don't come on here, JFF, with your all happy, giddy, pat yourself on the back for the under 14, sorry. And then when the under 20 don't do well, which is a higher level, which is it's a higher age group, you tell us that you're gonna come back with a postmortem. You haven't come back. Dennis Strong, you said that. I'm holding you to that. Explain to us what happened. Cranky, when you go to hey, St. Louis people, we'll talk about that. So no, we need answers. They're not gonna give me that in St. Louis. I ain't gonna get in St. Louis. Normally, Dennis would probably go to the game. So will El Presidente. Rudolph doesn't go to the games. I've never seen him at a game yet. But yeah, no, I just bought my tickets, people. I just buy my tickets, even though I think we'll change them. We can sell them and get some other ones because I realize the configuration of the field is different. So I buy my tickets. Way up though, because I survey the whole field and assess the whole field. So my tickets kind of in section 234. By the way, people, I have 2 tickets to give away. I have 2 tickets to give away today, so you can call in and answer some questions to get the tickets. If you're going to go to the game, don't come get the ticket and you don't waste them because other people can use them. See? But I have 2 tickets to give away today. Who was the under 20 coach? I have no idea. Who was the last one? Was it Jerome Witt? And I've gotten a lot of complaints about that. Nobody said Fergie wasn't a good coach. We say he wasn't coaching at Man U. Nobody's challenging what is a good coach or not. Nobody's even challenging any coach. The point I'm making is that the differentiator to me is the players. The players are the ones who make the team. But a coach can be a differentiator. How he set you up, how he manages, how he structures, if he pick the right players. But the players to me are the most important component of a team, not the coach. That's the way I see it. So let me just say, so let me skip to, but people, I'm going to ask the question earlier in the program where as we get like almost halfway through, we take the calls for questions I have here. Hopefully we can answer them. And we have the 2 tickets to give away. Yes, I did buy my ticket in a different section. Yes, I did buy my ticket in a different section. And here is why. I am very particular about where I sit when I go to sporting events. If I'm not sitting in the middle, I get very antsy and very cantankerous. And I don't like to go to games. And the last time I was in Dallas, I thought I bought tickets in the middle, and I did. For the first game, and the second game was more to the side, and I didn't enjoy the football as much as I should. Don't use Ipswich as an example for anything, Nitro. Ipswich not do nothing. So I did buy my tickets in a separate section. But normally we go to those games, you can walk through different sections, So I probably go there and visit people and heal them up. But I'm sitting in a different section. Unfortunately. Me can't. 149 is they said they bought about 200 tickets for section 149, and section 149 tickets are almost behind the goal. If you think about the stadium being like this, think about they're this way. Well, I'm doing it already, but this way it is, pointing the wrong direction. If you look at the City Park field, I have to be in the middle, people, right down Broadway. I can't be on the side over here. When I go champs, if I'm not in the middle at the finish line, it don't work for me. Last time I got champs, I never get middle seat. I never enjoy it. To me, in particular, I'm really very pedantic when it comes to that. Where's the flow? Say, oh, okay, got you. I don't understand why JFF selected section behind the goal. Maybe they didn't select it. Maybe they just. I don't think it's a JFF. There is a fan club, and I'm trying to find it. I don't think it's JFF actually. I think the fan club work with U.S. Soccer Federation. So there's a Jamaica football fan club, and they're in partnership with the JFF and the United States Soccer Federation, which were endorsed by the Reggae Boyz Supporters Club. I'm reading this. They started a new initiative, as I mentioned before in the last program, to get fans in diaspora to support the Jamaican national football team when they are playing in this region. So the game in St. Louis on November 18 is their first attempt to start the movement, right? They want to start a movement where we can get people motivated. And here's the thing, people. I hope this is a catalyst for other stuff for the diaspora. And diaspora do a number of different things as related to Jamaica and the Caribbean, but I hope it's a sort of a movement which will permeate throughout the Caribbean, where people want to get involved in things that affect Caribbean people. And sports can be a catalyst for those things, right? And so it's in section 149 that they got these tickets. They say it's over 200, which is designated for Jamaica supporters to be at the game. I think it's about 200 tickets. So, yeah. So I am going to the game. I'm driving to the game, people. Hey, the long driving of people. Hey, see what I do for the Reggae Boyz? Come stay in my living room and watch a game. You know? A long drive, people. Long drive. I tell you, long drive. But something I like playing. So if I can't drive, go anywhere, I drive with it. If I fly, I can't drive, go to Jamaica. It's me that drive. I drive to Jamaica. It'll take me about 3 days. I'm going to drive, but I can't drive, go to Jamaica. So I go to Jamaica, I have to fly. To bite me to fly, but I'm not a driving thing. So I'm driving from I'm stopping, right? So I'm gonna drive from New York to Georgia first, hang out for a bit, and then drive down to St. Louis. From New York to Georgia is what, 13 hours, which I do sometimes, and then from from Georgia to St. Louis about another 9 hours, 8.5, 9 hours. So yeah, it's a good drive. Drive. And you could have jumped on a plane and take 2 hours, but I don't like playing. Not a plane fun, so I'm not gonna do that. And then, as I mentioned the last time, Simon had provided me the restaurant in St. Louis. If you're going to the game, hey people, if you're not in the US, I can go to the game. It's on a Monday. And I know that's difficult because they have to miss 2 days of work minimum. But if you can go to the game, go to the game. Because we can't meet up. Because you can meet up in the parking lot. You can meet up at a restaurant. It's called Caribbean Delights Bar and Grill in St. Louis. 3526 Gravois Avenue. And I'm going to be there, and other people are going to be there. So we can link up, have some fun, have some pre-game vibes. It should be a good thing. So it should be a good thing. Now, people, I'm gonna jump to another thing. I have my little tidbits before I start the main thing, right? I'll talk a little bit of Carabao Cup. I have to talk a little bit of NBA. Can make me feel good. Can my Knicks win last night? But we'll talk mostly Reggae Boyz. So the next thing I want to show up is this. I'm not going to spend long on this because I don't really do this, but I had to. Somebody send this to me. Somebody tell me, I'll just post it. See? Somebody send this to me. See me, I'll post it. Can me find it interesting? So you guys tell me something. I have a question for you guys. And be honest with the question. Here's a question for you. Normally when we watch like EPL or even MLS, right? They will interview players after the game and then interview managers / coaches after the game, right? Now with players, you may see 1 or 2 players up there because they may have the player of the game, man of the match, and then something else. Do you normally see more than 1 coach at the podium, people? I have a question. Because maybe me not watch these things enough. So I need your input first before me start do this. You normally see more than 1 person at the podium as the coach of the team? I want to call the coach slash manager the same thing in football. Yeah. So I saw somebody gave me this CFO. I couldn't help myself and post it. Why is this always the case for this team? Yeah. Me not drop no word. Me I bring it up, President. Me not drop no word. Me watch somebody said this to me. I'm gonna say, wait, what come to ban are two people that coach a team? Me not understand that word. You don't have a coach and assistant coach. So the main coach go up there. Now it work. Me not beat nobody. Me just show you me see. I just me see. Nothing is wrong with that. Okay, Flavor Max. Maybe wrong then. Maybe wrong. Me never say that yet in football. You have one person represent the team as the person who lead the team. You know what Flavor Max is talk about. Huh? Wow, Rob Smith. Wow. Why we have so much Arsenal haters? Jeez. I don't really touch toxic bug, but I had to show it. I had to show that. Somebody said, hey, people keep sending me these things. At some point, I have to put it up. But I didn't call anybody's name. I just show a picture. What are you talking about, Brian? I just showed a picture. I don't get involved in certain things. I just show a picture. I just thought it was interesting. I can't just ignore people who just keep sending me these things. I have to respond. I think it's rude to ignore people. Oh, by the way, people, I got my doctor. I got my doctor yesterday. I got my doctor yesterday, people. And I thought it was right. Me lose something here. I thought it was interesting, people. I went to the doctor. So I'm going to the doctor office, right? Can you know, so me go for me get my prescription. You need some answers to what? What you need answers to? DJ Johnson. Iceland had 2 head coaches. All right, see, I was have them thing now. I never seen it before. Kirky, don't follow the haters. I never seen it before. No. No, Rob Smith, you're a hater. But let me just say this. I went to the doctor yesterday, right? So I'm in the doctor's office. I'm gonna tell them to give the story about the doctor before, right? So a lady came in of a different persuasion and just said, take your clothes off. I'm gonna say, no, I'm not taking my clothes. I didn't say no, I'm not taking my clothes. Let me repeat that what I said. I said no, right? Dead serious, no. And you know I don't have the friendliest face, right? And she said, huh? I said, no. So what you want to take my clothes for? Where to take my clothes? She said, oh, the doctor will take off my clothes. So tell the doctor I'm not taking my clothes. So she ran to the room. She actually ran to the room, people. Literally ran to the room. And then the lady come in. She was Hispanic. And she take all my vitals. And then the doctor, because me and the doctor have some big blow up the other day, right? And the doctor come in. And we had the most pleasant conversation. Seriously. I asked for me never want to come visit it. They say, we in the city. Me, I retired now. We don't travel in no city to go see nobody. And I say, okay. And then me and start talk. And he asked me, say, what you doing every time? I say, I try to do some YouTube thing, but the people, they don't want to like and subscribe to my channel. And I want to big up the subscriber thing. And I say, oh, that's challenging. And I say, yeah. And then he say, him say, I'm cover. I'm cover sport. I'm cover Jamaica football. But me I figure, cut them off, cut them now, support me well. And I say, oh. Him say, no. Him say, yeah, I know the guys who come on this. He said, do you know this Rob and Rob show on NBC? I said, yeah, I watched the show. He said, oh, yeah, I know the other 2 guys well enough, actually. I'm like, yeah, you know them? Right, you get to know your doctor class. Maybe you can't get an interview or tell you, but I don't know the story for another day. But we had a really good conversation, and I walked away smiling, say, you know what? Me not feel how we do with the doctor tell me to do. I'm not going to get my clothes for. No, but no, man, I'm taking off my clothes. I'm taking off my clothes. Nah, but anyway, we'll keep going. You know, the doctor always, I've got a doctor after the same thing. Chorus, me not put up, you just say chorus. It's a chorus. But me and doctors always in a war for some reason. I don't know why. Because them people them know everything about everything. And sometimes we don't think them right? So I want to touch upon the Ballon d'Or. What's your guys' views on the Ballon d'Or? So in the Ballon d'Or, as you know, Rodri won the Ballon d'Or. Real Madrid boycotted the Ballon d'Or, even though they won, Coach of the Year and maybe Team of the Year. They boycotted the Ballon d'Or. Who you think should have won the Ballon d'Or? Should it have been Rodri or should it have been Vinicius Jr., who were some of the 2 co-favorites? Who do you guys think should have won that? Because it's a big issue nowadays. Because my philosophy is this. Disgrace for Mark. Vinny was robbed. Disgrace for Madrid to boycott. Vinny was robbed. Okay. So you guys believe that some people believe Vinicius won. Madrid is entitled. So Pressa, right? First, I can't type one thing in that. First, I have to type like 3-4 things to make sure the thing come in more than once. Vinny was robbed. It's a marriage entitled. Vinny has a lot of credibility. Now, I had a big conversation with somebody, not big conversation, but an interesting conversation with somebody today who's a known person in terms of their knowledge of sport, and they supported Rodri because they thought Rodri had very good stats, which he does, right? Because you have to win, you have good stats. A lot of people say Vinny was robbed. You know what I found interesting about that, people? So I have always said this. If you think about the NBA, for example, when they picked on an All-NBA first team and all that, it's all about offense. First of all, if you don't score more than 20 points, you're going to be on the NBA first team and have a bunch of assists. It ain't happening. They may have an all-defensive team, but when they pick the All-NBA team, most of the time it's offensive players you pick. It's 95% of the time it's offensive players. And it's about stat. Carvajal, not right back now. We know something. Carvajal stats don't match up. So I did some research, right? Let me say this. I did some research. I thought it was interesting. I did some research. I said, you know what? Let me go do some lookup. Let me see what people are talking about. I haven't spent enough time on it. So I did this, people. No. I think I pressed the wrong thing here. Hold up. No, that's not the one I want. Let me pull this one down. Pull up another one. Because I thought it was interesting, actually. The one I want doesn't want to come up. I thought this was interesting. So, people, here's what I saw. So you can see this clearly, right? You guys can see this clearly. What do you find interesting about these stats, people? I thought this was really interesting. This is 1, 2, 3, right? From left to right, so they finish. What do you find interesting about the stats? Let me see if you guys pick this up right away. I thought this was really interesting. You look at these stats and tell me, who would you have picked to win the Ballon d'Or? Someone will say Vinny. Someone will say Rodri. If you look at these stats, who would you have picked to win the Ballon d'Or? Would you stick to Rodri? Would you pick Vinicius Jr.? Who would you have picked? I thought these stats were really interesting. CDM stats come to the attacker. He has 26 goal involvement. The attacker had 37. Yeah, they're close. The attacker played 14 more games, though, than Vinicius Jr., didn't he? CC Sports. He played 14 more games. All right? I'm Chorus takes a man with deductive reasoning to see that. The best starts on the chart is Billingham. Billingham has the best starts on there. You look at Billingham stats. Now, he played between midfield and center forward for Real Madrid when he first went there. Billingham stats is better than Vinicius Jr. by a decent amount. Better than Vinicius Jr. He had 43 goal involvement. He played 5 more games. Vinicius at 37. He had better key passes, 91 versus 73. He had 19 big chance created versus 17. He had better passing accuracy, and his dribbling percentage was better than Vinny, right? He had 59% success. Billingham stats dwarf Vinny. I'm sitting there thinking, Real Madrid is boycotting because of Vinny? Where's Billingham's number? Why isn't Billingham being considered for this? No, he wasn't playing CDM chorus. He was playing a hybrid. He was playing the 8. He was playing the 9. He was playing the 10. He was playing everywhere, but he wasn't playing the 6. But he was playing a lot of midfield. So the point of the matter is, if you're going to pick somebody who should be mad about it, should be Billingham. Yeah, he played the 8. He played the 10 sometimes. He played the 9 sometimes. Because maybe they didn't have a center forward at one point, But look at those numbers. So when I hear people talking about Vinicius got robbed, he didn't get robbed. He should have come third. I'll come second. He shouldn't come first. Now, Rodri's stats are ridiculous to have 26 goal involvement, which is like 1 in every, 2+ games, and you're playing CDM. That's ridiculous. Right? But it also goes to his team because his team dominated the ball. He also won the Euros, even though he wasn't the best player for Spain. He won the EPL. Vinicius didn't do anything for Brazil. There's a lot of things involved in it. And Spain won both for the men and the women, right? And for the Ballon d'Or. But I think Billingham, to me, I think what's her name? Aitana Bonmati, whatever her name is. She won twice now. But I find that really interesting, actually. Rodri's stats are ridiculous, right? In terms of passing accuracy, 93% is a lot, people. But City has the ball a lot too. They play the ball amongst themselves a lot. And people play a lot of low blocker games. So you should have good, accurate passing percentage. That's like Jamaica against Cuba, people. That's how City play football on a regular basis. Everybody going to look good on your team in terms of passing accuracy and passing stats. But there's always somebody available to get the ball. But I don't hear anyone says, I haven't heard anyone in the news say Bellingham. Not one person I hear say Bellingham should have won. And I'm looking at the stats saying, all of Real Madrid boycott Vinicius Jr.? This ain't no marketing campaign. Yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, but even if his form dropped second half of the season, his stats still better than Vinny. This is not about last part of the season for entire season. So anyway, I thought that was really interesting, people. And didn't hear one, not even a muted voice, not even a murmur about that Bellingham should have won. I just thought that was really interesting, actually. And really didn't get it as to why no one mentioned him. No, not one person I heard mention Bellingham. Not even one. What Cora said, the Ballon d'Or doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I get that, but it is a political campaign, and obviously, they don't select they don't select English players for that award. But Bellingham wasn't mentioned. I didn't hear the English media say anything. Maybe because he's playing in Spain, I guess. Doesn't make any sense to me. Now, the boycott was supposedly against about Vinny beating Rob, supposedly. They had a party. They had a 30-man contingent that was going. They're going to have an after party. And when they got news the night before that Rodri was going to win, Vinny came out and voiced his displeasure, got in his feelings. So did Real Madrid. Now, if you're Bellingham, you're thinking, I'm not getting any love here. Yeah, but I was 20. We don't call anything past 20 years. CC. And Michael Owen was off the chart, actually. Thierry Henry didn't win it when he had what? Well, he had like 30 goals and 20-something assists. Some ridiculous number. Some ridiculous number, actually. Ridiculous number. So, yeah. So, we're going to do a little EPL. Then we jump into Reggae Boyz. So, I'm going to do the EPL quickly. Ain't going to spend too much time on it. Except to say, those of you who want to beat my team, we in the quarterfinals. Okay, boy, you know what I'm saying. In the quarterfinals. We're in the quarterfinals. Right? So you have to give us, I can't even see this thing. You know what, I'm going to take this down because it's not showing up well. Or maybe I move it and see if I can get it to show up better. This is not showing up well, so let me take it down. Let me try it again. Then get a bigger screen. Let me see if this is now better, is it? Let me bring it up. All right, so these were the results for the last round of the Carabao Cup. As you can see there, it's all Premier League team going through. Southampton won, Brentford won, Liverpool squeaked by Brighton, even though I think they were comfortable. We enjoyed ourselves against Preston. We had an easy round. Man U scored 5 goals in the game, even though I think they got about 4 of those were given to them. Newcastle beat Chelsea's second team, but they don't really have a second team. Even though I think their defense is soft, but I think the rest of the team is good. Crystal Palace shocked Villa, which I think is interesting, actually. Given that Crystal Palace has struggled all season, but interestingly enough, beat Spurs last Saturday and then come back and beat Aston Villa, which is commendable for them. And then Man City, Pep decided to be charitable and give Tottenham a game. No, every league, every trophy count and every trophy count. So this is the next round, people. Quarterfinal, December 17th. Good time away. We get a nice draw as Arsenal, so we should make the semifinal. But we'll see. Tottenham, Man U, Spurs also have a chance to get to the semifinal. Liverpool will get there easily. Southampton is just not good. And then Brentford, Newcastle, a tough game. I think Newcastle will get there. So we have a chance. We haven't won that trophy forever. we haven't won it this century, actually. So we need to, and Arteta hasn't won anything since he won the FA Cup in his first 6 months with the team. So he needs to also put up. All right? He needs to also put up. So let's now progress to the Jamaica football, because most of you are here to talk Jamaica football. I want you to give me some view as to what you deem to be what the team you want to see. Because I do think that we need to be a little bit more creative this period in terms of players we bring in. Right? We have to think about what do we... So first question for you guys. You know what? I can't ask Jamaican a question because, I don't think it's the best in everything. Do you guys think we can beat the US? That's the question. If do you think we can beat the US? Because most of them say yes, because son stay. Can't help myself. Right? Do you think we can beat the US? Yes or no? Now, I don't have to look this up because I already know this record, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway. Jamaica against US. I don't have to look it up. I already know what the record is. So this was a squad from the last round, right? Even though Bernard didn't come the last time around, it was supposed to be the squad, but Bernard didn't make it. He got injured just before. But this was the squad from the last round. Who do you want to see added? Who do you want to see taken out? Let me know. Who you think should be added? And people you can call in, because I know Presser won't call in a long time. Who you want added? Who you want to take out? Let me know, people. Who do you want to add into the squad, and who do you want to take out? Who do you want to add in, people, and who do you want to take out of the squad? So Nitre said Ravel in. I'm gonna write these down, people. We can come with a team. Ravel in for who though? You can't just say Ravel in, and you don't have who you taking out. So I get my notepad and I write them down, people. Ravel in. Who else is in, people? And who should be out? We know Chris Smith already wants us to come in. Yeah, we know 433 have a call in now. 433, go ahead.
Yeah, bless up, Frankie. So whenever that calling down until I call my name. But you see the players that include that go with Tavon Gray. not popular, but
Tavon Gray's here already. We said we're going first with who in and who out. Who would you bring in and who you drop from the squad? Yeah. So I have the last squad up on the screen.
All right, so let me tell you now. You see when I drop from the squad now, that drop. That's it. Akara Anderson.
Okay. So you said K-Roy out?
I would replace him with Isaac Hayden.
Well, we know Isaac coming.
Yeah, and people might say, at first I was like,
But anyway, did Isaac get his final papers yet? I haven't heard actually. I didn't follow up, and I should follow up.
But let's just say him get it right.
Yeah.
Even though he's not playing much football at the highest level right now, if you look at him, Frankie, throughout the years, he's that quality player. I believe, even though he's not playing at that level, the fact that he's still training at the highest level, I think he can definitely add something to this team. And dropping Cara Anderson would be a big call for this national team. I'm not going to say it doesn't add anything to the team, but I think that if there's a better player like Isaac Hayden, they can utilize him. You know what I'm saying? Especially seeing that he's more natural to that position compared to anyone in the team at this moment in time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'd replace him with Isaac Hayden. Many people say Rafael Morrison. I guess they would. I wouldn't bring in Rafael Morrison as yet. I wouldn't bring him in just yet, right? In terms of the forward line, we have Cephas. I know that Cephas is doing real well since recently. I have Norman Campbell, Mikel Antonio, Demar Gray, Kaim Dixon, Romario Williams. Who did Romario Williams come in for again?
Romario. So Romario came in for, was it
Nicholson?
Yeah.
Yeah. So bring back in Nicholson. He's on form as well. I'm gonna drop Norman Campbell and bring in Leon Bailey.
So you want to drop Campbell? It's an interesting one.
Yeah, because you can't go drop Demar Gray. And
No.
I feel like Cephas has always been good for us to an extent. And in the last game at home against Honduras, Cephas was the only attacking player who, he came off the bench and he was trying to add something, was getting in behind Honduras with his speed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I wouldn't drop him as well. And he has been scoring in the last couple of games.
Okay. So you want to, and mostly you don't touch the defense. You want to leave the same defense. You're not changing anyone on the defense.
Defense, Bernard. Yeah, but I would leave the defense. I feel like it's solid enough. I don't think we've had problems around that defense since recently.
Right. Okay. So you want to keep the defense, but you're going to make some change in midfield. You're dropping K-Roy. And then you are also dropping Norman Campbell as a forward, and you're bringing in Ravel Isaac. So you're bringing in. You have to drop somebody else in there. You're bringing in 3 people. You can't just have 3 in and 2
Yes,
out.
so Isaac Hayden to replace Anderson, Bailey to replace Norman Campbell, and Nicholson to replace Romario Williams.
Oh, you don't have Ravel. Okay.
No, I don't have Ravel. Because I haven't watched him since he's moved to that club, so I cannot give an opinion on him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know that some people might say, "Oh, he's that good," and whatever the case is, but at least have something to work off with Isaac Hayden.
But wasn't Williams very good in Nicaragua game when he played?
Yeah, he was definitely good against Nicaragua. However, I think Nicholson is the better player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, he asked for time off to get back to full fitness. And if he continues to score right to when the international break is, then he automatically has to get back his place in the national team.
Right.
Let me ask you a question though, Cranky. In terms of Kaim Dixon, would you drop him?
Great question. Depends on who's coming in. He can get dropped. But remember, think about it. So Cephas to me is a stay. Antonio is a stay. Gray's a stay. You bring in Bailey. You bring in Nicholson. The question is Campbell or Dixon. Isn't that it? For now, anyway.
Campbell or Dixon.
Yeah, because if you have Nicholson and Antonio, you don't really need 3 center forwards. You can have 3 center forwards, but you don't really need 3 center forwards because only 2 gonna play. Maybe
in terms
one.
of Campbell or Dixon, to be fair to Norman Campbell, against Cuba wasn't his best game, but in the last, I know that against Honduras away, he did cross that ball in, I believe, that led to a goal. I think it was our own goal.
So I think Chris Smith would say this. Chris Smith says Jamal Lowe is a must. Do you agree with that?
Jamal Lowe. He only be a bad shout.
So would you drop Dixon for Jamal Lowe? Because that's the only option.
No, I'm on drop Kaim Dixon really and truly, Cranky. Every time Kaim Dixon, I'm not going to say it's at 10 out of 10 every time him step foot on the pitch, right? But sometimes when the front 3 is not playing good, Kaim Dixon kind of brings a spark to that front 3, He's always one to try. But some people might say, listen, you have a more experienced player, Norman Campbell and Jamal Lowe. But oftentimes we don't get that spark from them that we need. Where Kaim Dixon, even against what's the game that he played? He came on as a sub and I think it led to a penalty. His flick went through and it led to a penalty.
Yeah, it was a game in
Nicaragua.
No, not Nicaragua. Was Honduras? Was it?
Honduras.
No, we won 2-1, right? Yeah.
But one of those games though. So
I think
he's always giving giving us something off the bench, So that's my justification as to why I would keep Kaim Dixon.
Okay.
Yeah, but in terms of if we can beat the United States of America, I think we can. I think it relies on us playing well at home and getting a good result at home.
So back up. What gives you confidence you can beat the US?
Well, for one, I'm not gonna disrespect Pochettino, but he's from Tottenham Hotspur, and you can't take the Spurs out of the man. So
that's what you're relying upon.
That's one of the major factors, and due to the fact that he's new, I'm not going to say he's like a runaway coach to Steve McLaren. Yes, he has been in bigger jumps in recent years, right? But I think since Steve McLaren has been with the Reggae Boyz, he has shown himself in terms of what he can do, and I think the squad coming off the back of that defeat against USA, the 3-1 defeat, which was really unlucky that the guys, I can't remember his name, Corey Burke scored the own goal. I think we have something to prove.
Why you guys keep saying Corey Burke scored the own goal? Just say US scored. Just say that we gave up a goal. I don't know. I don't like
Yeah,
the Corey. When people say Corey Burke, they want to beat Corey Burke, and Corey Burke not enough to do that goal.
I don't mean so. I never mean
Okay.
unfortunately,
So people, I'm biased because I had a long conversation with Corey Burke. So
yes, I don't know.
And Corey Burke come off an injury. Corey Burke shouldn't have gone on the field. Actually, he shouldn't have played. I don't think he wants to play for his country so much. But if you go through his injury record with him, it's horrendous. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah,
so it was unfortunate.
That's one factor with Pochettino. But in general, I think the United States, they're still trying to figure out themselves in terms of what is the strongest team. Right. I know that they have some issues with 1 and 2 players in terms of like niggles here and there. So I'm not sure if they will be available for the next window. But I think Jamaica will have a lot to prove. The only thing I'm concerned about is I'm not really worried about. Yes, we're not scoring goals at the national stadium, right? But that can change in a game. But it's more so, how will we play against USA away from home? Because the last time we played them against Algrimson, we did sit back. We had like 2 to 3 opportunities. We scored 1 out of them. But are we going to go out there with this current crop of players with maybe 1 and 2 new additions and sit back against USA? Or we're going to play a game that we take possession of the football and try to create opportunities? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm not really worried about our form at home. If we get a draw or a win, then that's good enough. But it's more so going away and then playing all the way over St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Where I probably just 5 Jamaicans are in a stadium.
What do you mean 5 Jamaicans? Not because you guys are not going, we're going to be 5 Jamaicans. It's more than 5 because Jamaica already has 20-something players there. So it's more than 5 in the stadium.
Right, 20 something, 30. But yeah, I'm pretty confident that we can beat USA. You know what I'm saying? If we beat Canada in the second leg away from home, right, when all odds were stacked against us, this team still consists of a lot of those players, plus new additions coming in. So yeah, I'm not really nervous against the United States. We just need to start scoring goals at home so we can at least have a goal to go away from home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I don't hear though how you get confident that we can beat the US.
Well,
I don't know where the confidence come from. So okay, what's the Jamaica's record against the US?
I can't remember right now, but
no, I can't remember. Let me tell you what it is. They have played, I think it's 33 games. They have won 3. 33. They have about 10 draws and they've lost 20. Does that give you confidence?
Yeah, but what was Newcastle's confidence going into the Chelsea game? What was Crystal Palace confidence?
Newcastle was a top 4 team last year, weren't they?
Yeah, but Jamaica, we're still a good team. It's not like we don't have good players. And as I said,
I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm just trying to give you some reality check.
Yeah, I know it's reality check, but I still believe that, with Bailey coming in and a lot of these other players, it's like they have a lot to prove. Leon Bailey for this national team, he has a lot to prove. He owes us a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't have credit in the bank coming into this international window. So hopefully he can have a wonderful game. And let's be honest, like he was one of the best wingers in the world last season. And it's just unfortunate that he has the little injuries here and there. So if we can get a Bailey that can give us something.
But press up. Let me stop you. Press up for a second. So I'm confused. When I have to explain to me people. So you're saying Leon Bailey could be the difference maker against the US?
If he plays a good game, yes.
No. We have to use history to inform our view about things. How many games has he played for Jamaica?
Was like 30 odd?
Yeah, about 30. Have you ever had an exceptional game for Jamaica in those 30 games?
No, but
wait. This is quality competition, right? Quality competition, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
but
yeah, go ahead. And by the way, Antonio can't play the first game because he got a yellow card the last game and he did hand the ball at the stadium, so he can't start the first game. But go ahead.
To be fair, I know your stance on Leon Bailey already, but to be fair,
what stance? I don't have a stance, people. Back up, press. I don't have a stance on Leon Bailey. I'm just trying to drop facts and drop what history entails. I'm not position.
And I think many people believe that he hasn't had exceptional games for the national team, right? But it's one.
No, I heard Maverick saying no, playing on good for the national team. You're Maverick says so. It's 92 FM. What you call it? It's 92. Yeah. Me and Mavericks. And Maverick, is a partial to the crew from that camp.
But listen, right? To be fair to Leon Bailey and every other player in this national team, we have a new coach, right? And his style of play is different compared to Jaime Hallgrimson. And I've heard numerous amount of players. They've spoken about Steve McLaren and the football that they're playing, and they've stated that they love it. It suits them. So with Leon Bailey coming in under a new regime, a new leaf, and whatever the case is, then maybe things can turn to seeing that this is Steve McLaren, who has a bit more experience, especially at the highest level. And he has worked with, I'm not going to say world-class players, but he has worked with players, close enough to that level or with that potential. So,
Right.
Maybe him putting an arm around Leon Bailey can unlock something. And to be fair to Bailey as well, he did an interview recently in which he stated that, he has been speaking with Steve McLaren and they have a very good conversations, and it seems that as if they're close, and that's without even him meeting Steve McLaren in person. Did he say in person?
So let me say this, Steve. Let me cut off first and say this. Bailey's importance to the team is no different from a Cephas. Let me say that again. Let me say that again, because people may not understand what I'm saying, and people are going to give me a hard time. And by the way, Damien said me I talk crap. Hey, Damien, I'm going to the game. Are you going to the game, Damien? I leave from New York and got a game. I drive about 20-something hours. Damien, are you going to the game? Because I don't like talk crap. I don't know, do nothing. Peer running around on the mouth. Me, I got the game, Damien. Are you going to the game? Are you making an effort to go to the game? I'm making a big effort to go. Are you going? I'm going to go broadcast you them. Just I got the game, go support my team. So don't tell me that talk no crap. What's the crap am I talking about, Damien? Don't start me up. Go on, presser.
Oh, but to be fair, Cranky, I disagree with that in the sense that we're looking at both those two individuals have different potentials. You know what I'm saying? Bailey on his day can give us something different to Cephas on his day, because I feel like Cephas is a more limited player compared to Leon Bailey, who not only.
But when is that day gonna come, people?
So I'm saying, hopefully,
30 is people. Let me say, Cephas doesn't have a big sample size to work with. Cephas has not been given enough opportunity to play with Jamaica to have a big sample size to work. Now Cephas need to think football and not just play football. But at least we see Cephas on there look like he may do something dangerous, even though against my head spin with Dallas and he missed the one-on-one with the keeper. But 30 is a big sample size.
But Cranky, that's what I say, hopefully, and he's under a new coach as well. So hopefully against the USA, whether home or away, that's the day in which he clicked for Leon Bailey. But we cannot disregard the talent level or the potential of the player. I don't think it's no longer potential. Potential when you're 20 and whatever the case is, right? But we cannot disregard the experience that he has and the skill set that he's capable of deploying against these opponents. So it's just hope at this point with Leon Bailey. In terms of other players, we can have a guarantee in terms of what we're going to get from them based on their talent level. You know what I'm saying? Or their skill set. We have a guarantee with Cephas. We already know what he's going to do. We know what Mikel Antonio is about, because consistently they kind of give us those types of performances where Leon Bailey, we hold him to a certain expectation, which is not living up to that. You know what I'm saying? So when it's below par, question it and we criticize him, etc. So if on his day he matches up to our expectation and he's deploying his skill set against USA or whichever opponent it is, then it will benefit the national team. Okay. So as I said, the key word is hopefully, our hope. But that's it.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So let me take on Damien. Hey, Damien, by the way, people, 193 people in the chat, only 86 likes. And I can't discourage people, boy. That don't work for me, people. Them like nobody likes in the word. Likes need to change. Let me say this to you, Damien. I just say we bad mind the player. What does that mean, though? Do you guys understand what bad mind mean? Stop using words you don't understand what it means. Damien, what does bad mind mean? Because it can't be applying to me. Explain the bad mind thing, Damien. I'm confused. What does bad mind mean? I'm confused. I bad mind the player. That is a strange comment. It's a weird comment, actually. I don't even know what that means. You bad mind the player. So I talk stats. If you play a team 33 times and you win 3 out of the 33, it means that can you possibly win? Yes. Is it probable? No. There's likelihood in life. Can I beat the team? Of course you can beat the team over 2 legs. We did it with Canada, and they were the better team than us. Honduras was better than us. So you may get lucky. But in terms of likelihood and probability, no, I don't think so. But I'm going because I hope we win. I don't think you guys understand what bad mind means, because you wouldn't be using it in context when it comes to me, Damien. So when you say I'm bad mind, the player, it's actually an asinine comment, frankly. It makes no sense to me. What I do, people, is I have no agenda against any player. If I say, you know what, maybe Dixon should play instead of Antonio sometimes, I'm going to lose in my mind because I don't know about football. If I say your favorite player, who's played third time for the country, and me hear something that said, Maverick said, that the player no produce nothing for him country, those are who defend him, and who are losing their mind. If I say Reed should not be in the squad, because I don't see what he did in the under 20, Rudolph Speed losing mind. I said with bad mind. Only Lord use the term bad mind. I don't know, use a bad mind in the right context. Because to be bad mind means you're envious of the player. And I'm not a footballer, I'm envious of him. What does he have that I want? It doesn't make any sense. It's ludicrous, it's asinine, it's illogical. Don't use illogical stuff when you come in these forums. But anyway, let's keep going. It's an annoying comment. You have joined the Cranky Live call-in part of the show. Good evening. Who am I speaking to?
You're speaking to Flavor Max.
Flavor Max. What you answer, Flavor? Bless up. We answer, Flavor. People don't hit the like people. What a Flavor? We can't Flavor. We can't have about 20 people in the chat star and 100 likes. That not work. You might do me. I'll close it one of them there. Because I joke to people. If people miss this all the time. And you know what? Let me stop Flavor 1 second. A friend of mine was watching this channel with what's it called? Young Thug. Is that the rapper named Young Thug who pleaded guilty today? I don't want you to watch those things, but he was telling me that the person who
go ahead.
No, the point I was making that he said the person who run that channel block people who don't like or subscribe. I don't even know how they do that, actually. It was an interesting concept, which I should be employing or deploying. But anyway, go ahead. Say what you have to say.
Yeah. What I want to ask you, Frankie, what's your view? Because what's your view on Ravel Morrison coming back into the Jamaica sector? That's what I want to ask.
Okay, I'm a Ravel Morrison disciple. I will go to Saudi Arabia or EAE, wherever it is, to go get him to come play for the national team. If you want to beat the US, you have to match quality with quality. We don't have the quality in the midfield. None of the midfield that we have now. No, look, if Hayden comes in and can play anywhere close to the old Newcastle Hayden, it improves our midfield significantly. Because we need CDM who can take the ball off the defense and progress the ball up the field. Ravel can be an exceptional footballer, but Ravel can be a headache. I'm a Ravel disciple. Okay. At least when Ravel played for the national team, unlike some people that you guys seem to worship, I'm not saying you, he produces sometimes.
I don't know. I don't really worship anybody, but I don't know if that's the player that you're referring to. But I'm also, just as how you are a Ravel disciple,
yes,
I'm also that player disciple.
What has the player done for the national team for you to be a disciple of the player?
All right. No. All right. Let me deal with Ravel. Then I go right into Leon Bale, because it's Leon Bale we're talking. Like you, I can't recall Ravel having an exceptional game for Jamaica. And I am a relatively young man with a good memory. I'm in my 30s.
I see him have good games for Jamaica. Very good games for Jamaica. I can't remember that free kick in the left. That free kick in the left-hand corner resonated in my mind. Me see him controlling games where he's taking the ball of the defense, of the midfielders, helping to bring the team together, slow the game down, up the tempo of the game. Yeah, I've seen him play good game for Jamaica. Not exceptional, but good game.
But I've seen Leon Bailey played a lot of good games for Jamaica.
Which name? No. Back up. Go, tell me the good games he's played. The very good games he's played. Tell me. Let me hear one.
The games, especially the games when Paul Hall took over. I think most of those games, Leon Bailey would have played well under Coach Paul Hall. Most of those games.
We gotta be very careful that word says somebody played well. I've never seen it. I watched him up live and close and personal. I was there in Orlando in COVID. I watched a lot of the games. I've seen him subsequently, not necessarily live, because I like to watch people live. I haven't seen any exceptional game from him. None. Not one.
Well, I have seen. But my thing is, if because I listen to you sometimes, and if you are calling for Ravel Morrison, because I am not calling for him.
Okay.
I don't think if a player, just because a player get a club, he should get a call in the national team. The national team is not a joke. I think, yes, you get a club, you get fit and you perform because you are 31. And when he was younger, his stats, as I put it there, is 18 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. I don't want people to find excuses and say, tell me where he was playing on the team. He was playing. So he was not exceptional 3-4 years ago.
Let me stop.
No,
Wait. Stop. Let me stop you right there. So you're saying he has a goal contribution every 4+ games, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
What's Bailey's goal contribution?
Yeah, I don't want you to pull up the NBA stats because I heard you criticize the NBA stats almost every time. And this is a conversation. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, keep talking. Let me see if I can find him.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that if I know Leon Bailey would probably have had a lot of exceptional games for Jamaica, in your opinion, none. But if I was a betting man, I would bet my money on a player that is playing week in, week out in the EPL and the Champions League to come good against a formidable US team versus a man who haven't been playing any football and just get a team the other day in a league that nobody can find, seems to know where he's playing. We can't see any clip, we can't see anything.
Right. So
for me, we don't know if he's playing.
So the player you're talking about, right, that you said is playing well. I mean, he played well in Germany, didn't he? He's been at Villa for 3 years now, right?
Yeah.
Last year was his best year, but then he had conflict with it. But when he was at Villa, and he played against Canada last year. You remember that game he played against Canada in Jamaica?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How did he play?
I mean, wasn't exceptional.
Exceptional. You forget the goals in my miss.
It wasn't exceptional.
No. Exceptional. No, we're using words like exceptional to describe somebody who missed 4 sitters. It's not exceptional.
Yeah, but
they cost you the game.
But that was against Canada. He would have gone on to have a better season at the highest level. So that's what I'm saying. He's playing at the highest level.
We're conflating and confusing. We're conflating and confusing a player who plays for his national team versus his club team. We're talking about what he's done for his club, for his national team, not his club team.
Yes, Frankie, but we cannot isolate them. We cannot separate them because it's what you do for your club team.
You have to separate them. You have to.
No, but it's what you do for your club team that will help you get selected for the national team. So how are we going to select them? Separate them.
Okay.
If you are performing for your club team, that is a good indicator that you will get selected for the national team. In fact, that's a criteria, in my opinion. So you cannot separate it.
So here's why you're wrong, right? It's like you playing well for Jamaica cricket team and you play for the West Indies and you flop. And you say you can't separate them? Really?
If you're playing, no.
You're playing well for Jamaica. No. You're playing well for Jamaica team because a local team, a local Caribbean team. You're playing for your country, Jamaica. You play for the West Indies. We take it to a higher level, right? In fact, it's a flip. It's like you're playing well for the West Indies and you play for Jamaica and you flop. Because let's say EPL is a higher level, right? Than Jamaica cricketing team versus the West Indies. So you're playing well for West Indies, but you flop every day in Jamaica. Even though
but you're still going to get selected because you're performing at the highest level.
Well, you still get selected. You're still getting selected. Yeah. But do you deserve the selection? That's the question. Are you getting selected based on name alone and not based on performance?
No, here why you're gonna get selected. Because the criteria, if you're performing at the highest level,
right,
then you're gonna look at it and say, okay, even if you're not performing at the extent that you're performing at the highest level, whatever you're going to give us at the lower level will contribute to that team. And if you're willing to tell the truth, when you look at the Jamaica team, I have said before that I don't think we have a lot of exceptional individual players.
Look, I'm not saying the player shouldn't play. No, don't get me wrong. No, his player is going to play. Whether Cranky wants to play or not is irrelevant anyway. Player's going to play, and the player should play. Because the players we have are not playing consistently at a high level to warrant the attention that they get. So the player will play. Cranky's not against the player. Let's not get this confused.
No, I'm not saying.
What I'm saying is that when the player plays for Jamaica, he doesn't produce. Well, put it this way. He doesn't produce at a level I think he should in this region, given where he plays currently. If you're playing in the EPL like he did last year, and you have over 20 goal contributions, right? and you come and play for the national team, and you're not at the same level, then the question becomes, what's happening? Right?
Yes.
Let me give you an example of why people are unfair in this world. So Damian Lowe gets beaten from the Jamaica public. More than half the people beat Damian Lowe. Shouldn't be the team. Him no good, him this and that. Damian Lowe's been much better for Jamaica than Bailey. And yet Bailey gets all the accolades and Damian Lowe get beaten. How is that fair? How can that be fair? Damian Lowe has played the best game probably in Jamaica football ever in one half. The last window, Damian Lowe made a team in the tournament. The window before that, Damian Lowe played a game where he had 27 of 28 passes, dominant in the first half. Damian Lowe don't get his flowers. I get beaten, but Bailey get his flowers even when he doesn't play well. How is that fair, people? Or we just work people up on a pedestal and them at the highest level and them get all the flowers?
I don't think Bailey gets put on the pedestal whenever.
No, he not get beaten like how Damian Lowe get beaten. Let's be fair. He not get beaten like that. No, he get beaten for what I'm saying. Him now get beaten as look, and the player even said those things about the national team, about the country now. Damian Lowe goes out there, put his body on the line 24/7. All him gets, him get too much yellow card, him get too much red card, him no good. Him get replaced by Deshaun Bernard, but every coach picks him, right? And if people like me say he should play, I get beaten, right? Bailey comes in, doesn't play well a lot of times, doesn't get the same beating. Forget about the off the field activities. We know the JFF can be difficult to deal with. He doesn't get the same beating, and how can that be fair? Everybody should get their flowers when they deserve it, and they beat when they deserve it. That's the way I view life. You get your flowers when they're good, you get the beat when they're not good.
I think now is a good time for Bailey to come in the team. And I don't think we can,
I want him in the team. I want him in the team. He's one of the better players that we have as a country. We want him in the team.
Yeah.
My point is he doesn't play well for his country.
But yeah, that's in the past. So we have to give him a new slate based on what he has been doing at the highest level.
So Flavor, let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Has he ever made any Concacaf team at a tournament, team at the window, since he played for Jamaica? He played 30 games. Gray came in, his first window he did. Lowe just made it. Tavon Gray just made the last window. When he plays in any window, has he ever made any Concacaf team at a tournament? Team at whatever it is, team at the window, any of those teams.
Yeah, man, and make it, man, and him get nomination for the best Concacaf player.
No. I'm talking about you don't conflate his performance for his club team. We're talking about when he plays for Jamaica, and they pick a team from the teams that play in the region for Jamaica for every country. So they pick a Honduran player, Costa Rican player, Mexican player. He has gotten as a Concacaf team on the tournament. Not about say Concacaf best players, and then get nominated for Player of the Year because he plays brilliant for his club. I'm saying when you play in this region, like the last window where Lowe made it and Tavon made it, in the Gold Cup where Gray made it, has he gotten one of those? Because I can't recall.
I have no doubt that he would have gotten it if he had played in the last.
Okay, come on, Flavor. I'm not for the better. Flavor, come on, Flavor. I'm not for the better than that.
No, it's not to do better. No,
yeah, man,
no.
Do better than that, Flavor, man. Do better than that. Come on, Flavor.
No, Cranky. Hear what? No. Hear what? If you're going to go by history and what he would have done before, if you look at Cranky, when he was doing well for his club, he wasn't playing for Jamaica. He did not play for Jamaica any time around that time. No, that's not
true. Last year when he was doing well, he played for Jamaica, didn't he?
No, he started to do well after the thing came out and then him start. I don't think he played any games for Jamaica.
That's not true. That's not true. So last year he played. He did well in 23 and he did well in early 24. He was brilliant. Then last year was he be touted by some of his handlers as the best winger in the Premier League. What are you talking about? 23, 24, he played well. For Villa.
That farm that we're talking about, where he scored 15 goals. That farm, I don't think he played a lot of games for Jamaica when he went and that run a farm for Tottenham. Check it. He haven't played a lot of any at all.
I thought. So look, we don't want to make a conversation about Bailey, to be frank, because then it doesn't give justice to what we're trying to accomplish here. But I want the player to play for Jamaica. I wanted to play well. I don't hate the player. I don't badmind the player. I just
it's a conversation. It's not about bad man I hate. But in contrary to that, maybe they're going to me bad man I hate Ravel. I don't think Ravel deserves
I can understand why you're saying that for Ravel. I can understand against Ravel. Look. Most coaches wouldn't consider Ravel. for two reasons. One is his history, frankly. Two is he's not playing football at a high level currently, no matter how well he's doing.
Yes. Yeah.
But we all here know the player and his abilities. Here's the reason why I call it for Ravel. If you're gonna play the US, we can't use the regular everyday player to play the US. We ain't gonna compete with them. We're gonna do what we do in Dallas. We're gonna sit low block and hope to get something on the break. I get a throw in deep and create some set piece. If you want to compete against them, you gotta have the Grays and the Baileys and the Antonios and the Ravel to me, and maybe even the Hyder Hazen, players at similar ilk and maybe even similar competence to compete against these players to make it an even fight. You can't go with a 45 and a man have machine gun. It doesn't make no sense.
And you're right, you may call it Ravel. Cranky, right. But guess what? You're right about that, but we still can't go and play against US with an unfit player. At his age, unfit, haven't been playing well. No matter all the abilities, all the qualities you want to have in the world, if you're not up for it, if your legs can't manage it, it's just as bad.
All right, so Max. Here's my view on that. We always bring one player who everybody questions should be here, right? We bring Reed, for example. People are questioning should K-Roy be here, right? Because we have flexible player like Mason Holgate or Lati who can come. Can't we bring Ravel as that sort of extra player with the view that, you know what? If he can produce, it's exceptional. If he's not ready, not ready. We always have I would call it like a throwaway
because
player.
Of his age. Because of his age.
31 young people, man. 31.
I reserve that for somebody for the future with the age. You're in your early 20s.
No. Flavor. We need to win. We need to win, Flavor. We need to win. Them Antonio about 34. Antonio 34 now.
34 playing at the highest level is different from 34 playing over Woy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Pick up yourself, Frankie.
That's true.
Next time we talk about us, pick up yourself.
Yeah, man. Bless up. That was Flavor Max. Flavor Max said people playing on what's what. He has a great point. He has a point, right? You know how it is, people. Hey, Flavor, you still there? No, Flavor left. He has a great point. Good evening. Hello? Yes.
Good evening, and how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Don't listen to these guys. Really a club baller.
Sorry.
Club baller. Samuel, I have some brethren from Cameroon. Samuel Eto'o win everything in Europe. But in Cameroon, Roger Miller is the man.
Right.
Yeah. Favor Max don't want to bring Ravel because if they bring Ravel, his ball is out. Maggie, none of them can string time bootlegs. Him should go and look at the Saudi games. That game that he played in Saudi.
Right.
Where what his name? He scored that goal. He should go and look and see how much passes Ravel string in that game.
Yeah, let me say this. Actually, Ravel is a people. But tell us, people don't watch Ravel close enough when they play football now. Let's see some things when they way the normal. No normal. I understand the concern, but in a normal. In a normal.
A half fit Ravel is better than all of them.
Yeah. But you know what? Some players divide opinion, don't they?
Yeah,
because they have one of them. Yeah.
They have their agenda and they have their favorite player who they want to play in the side. Because if Ravel is in, Maggie is out. Yeah. Maggie can't tie Ravel bootless.
Yeah, look, I like Maggie too, so I'm not gonna beat Maggie. I like Maggie, but I think Maggie's game needs work. But I like Maggie. Yeah, even though when it's competition step up the other day, he didn't step up. People gonna blame the field. He didn't step up.
Man.
Yeah,
he's not at that level.
Yeah, there's a level thing. Ravel is never. We can never say this about Ravel. That he's not at that level. Any level you put Ravel at.
Ravel can play primary school football, and when he reach up there, he make a big difference.
Yeah. We never say Ravel's not that level. Yeah. Him that good.
He's that confident.
Yeah.
He do things different. But Flavor Max want Maggie to play.
Look, I mean, everybody have their ball, right? They want to play. People want to play. People want Gray play. Some people say Gray should. People that's no question. Should Gray be benched?
Yeah.
Right? Because Gray's not scoring anymore. So
He's a club baller. You know those, we call them club baller in Jamaica. Club baller. Play good for club and never play for the national side good.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with Samuel too.
But you made a good point about it. There are some players actually who are brilliant. Like, I'll give you an example. Billingham, who was brilliant for Real Madrid last year. He didn't play well in the Euros. He still retained his space. But people are saying, where's the Billingham? You know, he'll score some brilliant goals. And he scored some last minute goals. And even that's good. But the overall game, they're like, where's this player that's supposed to be a world beater? Vinicius Jr. for Brazil, same way. Yeah.
You watch those Cameroon games and watch Samuel Eto'o and watch Roger Miller and what Roger Miller has done for Cameroon.
Right. No, it's a good comparison actually.
And you're still Eto'o win everything in Europe.
Yeah. But then he has a better support system too, right?
Yeah.
Which is part of that. He has a better support system. So that also is a big deal. Whereby he's playing with certain players at a certain level. They complement his game and support his game. And maybe when he goes to his national team, it's not the same support system he has. Which one could say the same thing for Bailey. Even though I don't see where Bailey does stuff which is differentiating himself.
He never carried Jamaica team on his back. Where everybody expect him to do. Every time the man run him lay down. Have a good night, Frankie.
All right, have a good night. I appreciate the call. People. You know what I love about these things? We don't have consensus, people. And everybody's point is valid, which may sound strange. So if someone says, Cranky, we shouldn't bring Ravel, he might play third division football, because he get too much trouble. Even though I love Ravel as a player and think he can add value, I can't argue with that. Because it's legit. Ravel has been a nomad in football, going from team to team to team. If I mention that Leon doesn't produce well for his national team, some people get upset because they see his club form and he's representing Jamaica and Jamaica name come up when they talk about him. I can understand their perspective too. I may not agree with it, right? I may not agree with them, but I understand the perspective. And it's a legit one, which is the player plays for one of the top teams in England. He starts sometime. Nowadays, he's being injury prone back and forth. So, yeah. But the point about Eto'o and Roger Miller is a hero in Cameroon, is a fact. So it doesn't mean that anybody's wrong. It just means that, you know what? We all have different perspective. We all value what we value. And we don't all have the same view on everything, which if we all did, it'd be boring anyway. Right? It'd be boring. So people, do you guys want to try for the tickets now? Because I say I have 2 tickets in section 149 at the game. If you want to go to the game, where you are in the world, I do have 2 tickets to give away. I'm gonna give them separately. I have questions here that I put together to ask. Should be interesting. So if you want to call in and for the ticket, please do so. Now we're gonna go ahead and try to put together the team we think should play against the US. That was funny. The fact is Ravel has been called. So can we build a starting level now? Okay, we're gonna build a starting level. Stop being impatient, Nitro. We'll build a starting level. Nitro. We're satisfied, Nitro. I'm starting level. I already built my starting level, you know. So what we'll do, we'll take out and add to it. We just put together 11. We're not building a starting level. We just put together 11. So we can pull you up. We just put together 11. We're not build it. So me giving the phone 11, but me pull up on 11 already. Me say me can't find it. I pulled up on 11. So me pull up, me can't find it. Because, you know, me spend time doing things. First of all, people, me now put up 11 till the likes then go up though. Me can't put up 11 till likes. People likes have to go up. Like have to go up. We have 119 likes, 215 people. Likes have to go up, people. I drink some water. And the likes go up, then me start put up this 11. When I put Greenwood in a big deal. No, what you're talking about. People that likes, they're 119 out of 200 and something people. The likes and go up, people. Then we put them starting 11. I projected starting 11. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. Yeah, wait pound now. Wait pound. So one person like button in a move. Me say how patient to know is. Can be patient too. Me know this one person just hit there. I must you Alan. I must you Alan. You know what? Let us do the program. Because if you know I hit the like button, I'm not keeping the like to myself. I'm not about out anymore. You know me or do. Is that right? Sorry, no, hit the like button. Keep it to yourself. And put it the team star. Let me find the team and put it up. Me done with this like thing. Me done with this thing. This is the last day here. Me come back on top of another like thing. Me know me I do. By the way, Pastor, if you in chat, we have the balance view. We'll stop to them cranky life thing. Yeah, me chat Pastor. So, people, if you wanna hear me talk about other subjects, whether it's investing, real estate, social issues, please hit the subscribe to Balance View. I'm gonna do much less cranky live because people here have a phobia against hitting the like button. I'm gonna do much less cranky live and do much more Balance View. I want to talk about other things in life. You know something? Last time I do one Balance View time event, I'm gonna do my cranky live at 40 subscribers. I'm gonna get enough. Forget about like Tara. People them like everything. So at the end of the day, if you don't hit the like button, keep your like to yourself. Since the things boy, I'm money now, give it no, I give money. They're cheap. So the Balance View team. I'm gonna put up cranky like if you subscribe. You put up Balance View. If you want to hear some talk about some of the things and you're interested about life in general, put that up. All right, let's do the team thing. We're tired of big likes on cranky life, so I have to move from cranky life and do something else. You know, help me. Hold up, I'm trying to find my squad beat. Okay, so this is the team I put up, people. Wow. Let me move this and put it up here. Let me take it off. I don't know why I try to do it this way. Stop this. And then I can change it for whatever you guys want because I know people want to agree with my team. So I will put up your team that you want, including the good old Mr. Ravel. Cranky, teach us how to evade taxes. No. You need to avoid taxes, not evade taxes. There's a big difference. Evading taxes send you to jail. Avoiding taxes mean you're smart. There's a big difference. Okay? Don't evade taxes. Don't make the IRS, especially in America, because IRS no play. Like Jamaica, we can delay things for 100 years. They're not play. Somebody sent me some tax thing the other day. Hey, somebody come on my channel now. And I give me a hard time about taxes. I tell them, say, no, man, you don't say go. And you know, them have beat me up and tell me something, no, me I talk about. So we had an engagement. Let's just say, me no want to be them. So me say about that. Me no want to be them. Me no want to be them. But anyway, here is the team that I put up, people. Let me know who you think should be here. See? I even have Bailey on my team. You know, beat me up Bailey. So this is a team I have up here. Who you think should be in this team? Who you want to take out? Who you want to put in? This is a team I have on the board, actually. You can look on the team. Me not call anybody name, you know. So I'm not call nobody name. Just make a general comment. Me not call nobody name. Bless up everyone. Bless up Niger. Bless up Muswin. Thanks for joining. So real boss at Tavan Gray right back. So let me hear you guys say this. You guys press Tavan Gray, who was in the team of the tournament last time, instead of Holgate. You guys want Tavan instead of Holgate? Is that what you're saying? I'm gonna replace that. No, you know what? Let me get consensus first. Or not consensus. Let me see. You think that Holgate should not be at right back? Is that what you guys are saying? Said Bobby Filati. Oh, you know what? I messed up. Bobby Reed should have been here. That's my fault. I totally forget. Bobby Reed have to be in that team. Why is it giving me say I'm doing the wrong thing? No? I mean, I'll just take this and put. You know what? Probably just build a team from scratch again. I don't know why this thing not tell me. So no. Let me take this out. Bobby Reed should be there though. That's dumb on my part not to have Bobby Reed. It says bad request. So that means I need to refresh this. Refresh and start it over. All right? So we have the Blake in goal. We'll go with team on set up now. We have the Blake in goal. So who should start at left back? I go with one, I go with the number. I go with my team. So 4-2-3-1. All right. 4-2-3-1. So we have 4-2-3-1. Okay, let me see the team now. Leah left back. So we're saying Amari Bell will not recover, right? And then Pinnock goes here. We don't have dispute. So who goes the next centre back? I mean, know some people. Put up here now. Who is the right centre back? Who's the right centre back? Is that Lowe or Bernard? Who goes right centre back? I want me to listen to you now. I put up on the team. Nana. Some people say Nana. I want to see more. Some Bernard, Nana, Lowe, right? Hey, I saw Lowe have converts. You see people may talk about. You see when you perform, you get the credit. So if you go, Lowe used to get enough beating them less and less than they were before. Right? So Lowe at right. Who are right back now? Is this Tavon Gray? Is this Limbakisa? Is this Holgate? The Holgate can't play right back now. I will say this. Somebody said in the chat earlier. When you play against the US, you need a very experienced team, I think. Somebody say Holgate. Who else should there be? Lati, Holgate. Lati can play right back too, and Lati's a good right back now. Watch Lati play in a Dallas play left back. I think he played left. After 3 against the US, he was good. Really good people. Really good. Nothing to pass him. If you guys remember that game. Professor Holgate isn't good. That's your just your view. Lati. People say, you say Lati, Gray, Lati. I mean, obviously more consensus. Lati, Gray, Lati, or Gray. I would not call Limbakisa this window. Ratted. People them saw up on Limbakisa. Put Lati at right back. All right, we got Lati. All right, so Lati at right back. So who are the midfielders now? We're not playing on back three, Jason Good. Jason Good, we talk about Jason Good. Jason, you know your coach. You think I argue to this? This coach is an offensive coach. He's not playing a back three. No way, Jose. He's not playing a back three. There's no way he's not playing a back three. He's an offensive coach. He's going to try to keep the football. Even though we struggle, even though we keep it and we can't get no shot. CB is the position we have more options. Yeah, we have a lot of options at CB. Now, I put Lati at right back. Mason can play the right back. I put Lati at right back. So, midfield people, come, midfield with them now. Mason can play right back. Mason has played right back. But some people are saying Lati if you play. And frankly, given how Mason played in the last window, I'm going to put Lati at right back. I will say something, people. Lati's stats in the last window were very, very good. Now, it doesn't look that way when he's playing, but you go after the game and look at Lati's stats, very, very good. Hayden or Holgate in the midfield, sir. Hayden, Palmer, and Bobby. You remember put Bobby in here. Bobby has to be here. Bobby has to be here. A Bobby and any two, frankly. A Bobby and any two. So who do we have here? Is this Palmer and Hayden? Who do we have in the midfield? So people say Hayden, even though they want to beat Hayden and say if you go here. But no, no want him. So we have Isaac there, even though Isaac not playing on top of football. Who else? Bless up Ted Dexter. Thanks for joining. Who else should we have in here? Rabbit off the bench floating. I didn't say he should be in the midfield. It's I have at right back. Jesus. Stats matter, though, people. If you're a coach and check stats, you don't know what you do. Stats matter. Because sometimes the eye is deceptive. Don't tell the whole story. I make some people look better than they really are. Some people say Palmer. You think Palmer should be here? All right, we say Palmer, a player. Casey, a player, so. I'm not asking about up, sir. Maybe send her forward, but I'm not asking. When you can tell me if I'm wrong or not, maybe I'll put them in. So what's center forward? Is that Nicholson or is that Romario? Who is that center forward? Who's that center forward? Hey, Dan, Tavon Gray made the last Concacaf team in the last window, you know. Can't this man window. So who's that center forward, people? Is that Nicholson? Is that Romario Williams? Look, by the way, Romario Williams was really good in the last window. Really, really good. Like how he held the ball up. Played really well when Antonio wasn't there. Dan, we don't have Greenwood. We don't have Greenwood. Greenwood not getting papers yet. All right, let me just do. Hey, people mess up the whole thing, people. Oh, it's back. Greenwood is not going to be ready, people. Not based on my understanding. Dan, no Greenwood. But here's the thing, people. After we do this, so Boza, Antonio out first game. So we know Antonio would start, but Antonio. So let's put Boza in. So is this a team that played against the US? And how will this team fare against the US? Let me say something though, people. Because I think when Antonio come in, Boza up on the bench. This is not a bad team, you know. Now, here's the question. Here's the thing we're going to run to people. Because right now, things easy, you know. More players will come in. If Ravel come in, and if Green will come in at some future point, somebody with a name will get bench. Either Gray or Bailey if they're on the bench. So me see one of them go up on the bench. Unless you play one of them in a 10 position, which I agree with. So this squad get a 9, Lulu. That means this squad have missed something, Lulu. Right? I think this may be our best team, to be honest. In fact, I don't think it's our best team, given Antonio's not available. It's our best team. So Dan says, see, where Cephas up here? Cephas can't start over them people, yeah? Even though I like Cephas. No, Reese is staying at Fulham. Reese is not. I don't think Reese is pursuing his papers, actually. Mason Greenwood to play the 10. Mason can play the 10, but Mason don't like play defense, you know. I might 10 have to play defense in today's football. So are you saying that Ravel plays over 1-1? Play over Palmer, I'd assume. Because Ravel can play deep, you know. Ravel can play anywhere in the midfield. Probably not the 6. So do we play a double pivot? Or against the US, it has to be a double pivot. I mean, I see how we can play. To me, it has to be a double pivot against the US. Yeah, Bobby's a must. I think this is our best team. Do you guys think this is our best team? I think this is our best team. People hit the like button. 50-something of you haven't hit it yet. In fact, more than that. About 70 of you haven't hit it yet. Okay, if you see 140, 149 out of 200, that means enough people come and go. Enough of them haven't hit it. Hit the like button, people. Even though I say me don't tell them about it, but hit it. I don't think Amari Bell is going to be coming this window. I was reading up about him today, and he hasn't recovered from his hamstring injury yet. He hasn't recovered yet. But this is a good team, people. No, do you think this team can beat the US? I think defensively we are very, very good. I think midfield is still our problem, people. Like our forward line is decent. Our defense is decent. The middle of the park, to me, is the most important part of the park. It's still a struggle. We need some dynamic midfielders. We need like a Rodgers from Aston Villa to come in here, so they are run by people and create havoc. We need a Ravel with some creativity and some ingenuity. Who knows? The coach may. It's a Casey Palmer Maggie situation for play the 10. I think Casey will get a nod. Yeah, I would love if we beat them, and I'm going expecting us to wanting us to win, but I haven't watched us live against the US when we played in Dallas. It wasn't pretty. This team can beat, which is our top team, Cranky. This team has beaten Canada. We're talking about so Canada's a top team. We beat Canada in an home away and on goal difference the last time. Didn't we beat Canada? Huh? Did we beat Canada, We beat Canada, didn't we? Concerned about Gray? Yeah, Gray has not been playing well, actually. Gray has not been playing well. No, we beat Canada. No matter how you want to put it, we beat Canada. We beat them. Right? We beat them. Even though to me they were the better team, we beat them. To me, Honduras has been the better team the last 4 times we played them. We beat them. Ball is round. So even though you may say, can we beat the US? Canada beat we? No, we beat them in Canada. Damian Lonoton, Superman. I said Damian Lonoton, Superman. Dan said, Holgate for Latin right back. You know what? I had Holgate before. I would play Latin instead of Holgate at right back. I like Lati defense. I like Lati as a footballer, not in my midfield though. I'm telling you, people, Lati is better in defense to me than midfield. But Lati stats in midfield are good. I don't think people. I'm not a Lati midfielder in midfield because Lati is not a midfielder. He's not comfortable on the ball enough to be a midfielder. Bring back Grim. Hey, even with Grim enough people defensively now against Canada, we try to play football. It wasn't close. Heard that Eton, they are on board. Yeah, there's about 4 players supposed to be. Well, no, there's about 4 players getting their papers. Holgate was one. Hayden wasn't even one. There are 2 other players. I don't want to call their name and people get them papers, but none of them were difference makers to me. Yeah, Lottie does the simple things. Lottie gonna make the game simple. Conrad said Rob is a must. Yeah, Rob Smith, I can't disagree. Holgate didn't look good last time at all. The Holgate we knew as a kid has regressed. Holgate has regressed. You know, some players improve. Yeah, it's a layer at right back. I don't know. I didn't see anybody coming in who got their papers. I'm like, you know what? This player is the player that we should have. I didn't see that. I didn't see that actually. You know, there's some players you hear like a Greenwood you get excited about. The ones I saw on that list that I got, I wasn't jumping for joy. Apart from Greenwood as a player, yeah. I mean, Ethan Laird is still pretty young, you know. In what, 23? So we should bring him in. Not that he's gonna start. We should bring him in. But I didn't know he got his papers. I'm trying to remember the list I had. I had a list about 4 players on it, actually. Yeah, no, I'm not a big supporter of that, actually. I think the best player should be called, no matter where they're from. And I think the best player should play that fits the coach system. Right? Cranky has inside. I mean, I'm not inside info. And by the way, nobody at JFF not talk to me. I'm telling that right now. Let me say this again. As of now, because it never used to be like that, right? We used to have communication once in a while. People at JFF stop talking to me. We get banned. People me get banned from the JFF. We criticize them too much, supposedly. I've been told me and other YouTubers are toxic. So JFF stop talking to me. And I can understand JFF position. I'm not beat them for that. For them prerogative. But I'm not stop calling them out when they get called out. Can't help them. But no, I have no inside information for the JFF. But my sources are very reliable sources. Whatever source I have, very reliable. No, that's not true. I do communicate with 2 people I don't want to call them JFF people, but they engage with JFF. I communicate sometimes with Simon on different things, and I communicate with Manning's man. But in terms of JFF bodies, in terms of the board and like Rudolph or Ricketts or Chung, I don't communicate with them on the JFF like that. But I do have I ask Simon a question about media and past and different things. And Mannings and I have a different relationship than before. So yeah. Whenever no one about my Mina. No man, JFF. Hey, we should support the JFF, right? I mean, I look no friend with nobody, but we should support the JFF. God, them run the football. They should be supported. But if they don't do the right things, we have to call them out. If they don't like it, can't help on no JFF. Can't help on no. And I've said this. I am not sure I'm going to go to the hotel when I go to St. Louis because I don't want nobody say, boy, you are do XYZ. Right? So me I try steer low. I go to the restaurant. I go to the people, them Errol Phillips, AQ, all them man that who go game, Nicaragua, Jamaica, them man me I go to it. If me go to the hotel, and I because me want to go to the hotel. Because no nobody come accuse me anything. I say, boy, you this and you that and you criticize me and me not like them thing there. I'm gonna like my independence. I'm gonna like the conflict thing, so stay away from it. But I met the president in Dallas. He was extremely nice to me. Extremely nice. The bad man, the JFF. No, man, I'm not bad man, JFF, man. No, JFF are good people, you know. Some of them just too sensitive, though. But I can understand people like Rudolph, when me call him out, they get vexed. Me, I get vexed, too. Because your man call me out and me ban them. So me can understand that. People call me out, you know. You see, a man, 2 people call me out. No, 1 person call me out. When we think when I'm a corner, I ban him. So me can understand some people like JFF don't want to deal with me. But if I'm going to do this role the right way, if I'm going to be on this program doing this, I have to speak truth to power. I have to. I have to speak with Peter Trump. I can't be a hypocrite. But I've said this before, which is I don't criticize my friends. I'm gonna put friends in quote. And I try not to criticize other YouTubers. In fact, I don't really criticize other YouTubers. I may throw my word here and there, but I'm not gonna call out a YouTuber and criticize them. I don't think that's okay. And I'm not gonna go on no public forum and criticize a friend. Me have a problem with a friend, me I call him and say, my youth, I idiot thing you do, you know. Them things don't work. And me do that with friend. Call him and say, I idiot thing you do. I disagree with you. Why me you say on your program, I idiot thing that. That's how I operate. Right? But I don't be coming on here beating my friends in public domain. They say me and them are not friend. Me say that a long time. That means me a friend of me. I mean, and I friend of me thing. Crank, who's your inside source? No, me have source. Hey, people, when you know them roll there, you know, people call you, you know. You have to call people sometimes, you know, people call you. You know, so we don't have enough guests. Come in and bring on some people on certain things. And one time I ask somebody to come on program and person send me, well, I say, when you read the message, you know, person send me me consider a rude message. I'm saying, you know what, I'm not ask somebody to come on program again. Come on, not, if you disrespect me, you know, I'm the worst person to disrespect, you know. I come back hard. Yeah, man, disrespect me, man. And I know I'm Jamaican still. So I'm Jamaican disrespect me, but I ask somebody to come on program and the man send me a message to somebody else. I'm say, I saw we drop it. All right, we not do that no more. I'm gonna take disrespect. But no, look, let me say some people. Even if we lose to the US, let me say this. We should be proud of the football team. Right? The goal is 2026, but we have interim goals. We want to win the Nations League. We want to win all our games. We want to lose no game. Let me say this, people. We have to get to the game. So nobody not call for the ticket them. A countryman. No. No. Yeah, as a countryman, disrespect me for true. Big deal. A countryman disrespect me, yes. I mean, it's not a player though. It's not a player. It's a countryman disrespect me, but it's not a player. It's not a player. So I made that clear. I'm playing on disrespect me. I mean, I disrespect no player. I may call out the player and then performance, but me not disrespect nobody. Try to not disrespect the period. But yeah, it's a countryman disrespect me. A countryman. I'm Jamaican, and it's not a player disrespect me. The countryman disrespect me, yes. And me vex. Figure signal from a cranium. About. No, man, and time I come here and talk about stuff, people give me information, man. But me always tell them, say, oh, me not tell them. They know so me keep them information confidence. Me always ask them, do you want me to publicize this and publicize your name? And then tell me yes or nay, yeah or nay. If somebody say, yeah, Crank, you can say it, me say it. If them say no, or they not feel comfortable, if them say not feel comfortable, me not say it. No, it's not countryman and tone, man. We talk about, when it's a countryman, you not talk about Jamaica country. Me say it's not Jamaican flow, it's all for countryman. Me say it's not a Jamaican, so it's not a country or tone. Are you playing on words here? Right? Are you playing on words? The only no, Dan, the midfield is the key, John Dan. For winning for any team nowadays, the midfield determine games, you know. A midfield connect, I protect the defense and I connect the forward, you know. So the midfield is important, it's imperative, and we need to improve the midfield. No, I mean, now go there. You know what? Me read what the person say. You know, me read what the person. If me can't find it, me find it. Me don't call no name though. Me read what the person say. If me can't find it, if me can't find it. Me vex my youth. Me tell me vex, bad vex. So, so I ask, say me can't find it. Me say me can't find it. Even the person who, you know, I don't know you're there, me can't find it. I had it here. So this is what the person says. So maybe we shouldn't take it personal, right? We shouldn't take it personal. Here the person says. So me ask somebody, me say, you know what? Ask this person that I'd like to interview them on my channel. And there's a reason I want to interview the person. Because the person was involved in something which I thought they were not treated fairly. It wasn't a football team I want to bring them on for, you know. I wanted them to have a platform to be able to say. And this is what the person said. It wasn't, maybe because I'm sensitive when it comes to things. So the person said, I said, did you speak to the person about the interview? And they said, spoke to the person. He doesn't reply to people he doesn't know. And he's not the interview type of guy. I took that personal. Right? Because I said, first of all, I said, the person who asked the question, did the person go and say, me know this person really well and XYZ? Maybe they didn't do that. Because the person must reply. I didn't understand the response. I took it personally, saying, "Can I this that?" If you don't know the person, did you ask the person? Did they explain to you who the person is, what them do? So it's I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So me say, you know what? I'm not pressure about nobody from no interview, yeah, man. Don't leave them alone. Let's do my thing. Yeah. Spoke. He doesn't reply to people he doesn't know. To me, that's this. Cause you don't know everybody you interview with. And then you say, he's not the interview type of guy. But me hear you on radio. Enough time. Me hear in the public domain. That's what I'm saying, no interview guy. Me hear people interview you. So nonsense that chat, but you're not interview type of guy. Right? And me say, all right, cool. That's how you go. But then you reach out to. I'm not gonna know who reach out to. People wouldn't even guess who we reach out to. Because not a person you would think of that would reach out to. But more interview people who are a little bit different, who have different backgrounds, who have a different way of sort of thinking. But the person not football though. So I was a bit surprised about it. So I asked myself the question. The person who asked the person for me, did the person say to the person, look, I know this person XYZ. I'm just saying, one man want to interview you, you want to interview with him. Because that's the only way we can get a response. So that to me was interesting. And the person who me asked, then probably listen to the program. But me stay about them thing there. So me always find that interesting actually. Try guess Trevor. Trevor 433. I guess press 433 presser, yeah, I guess presser. But it was interesting presser, It was interesting because it's not somebody people would actually just to go interview so normally. But that's not a bad guess presser, not a bad guess. You need to ask some questions. No. The problem I have is here's the problem I have why me probably not getting people to come from my channel because I'm now beef up my subscription and now like my program. Oh, now make me think them go viral. I want to blame. Me not blame myself. I want to blame. And now help me. I'm come and do all the work. Now, John Wall was an arrogant SOB, but he was right about the team. I didn't like talking to John Wall. When I was interviewing John Wall, I was uncomfortable. That's weird for me, actually. And it wasn't uncomfortable being intimidated. It was uncomfortable saying, am I talking to who are you? Who do you think you are? Like, really? Is that how you sort of, because I think I can see somebody who have a superiority complex, I can see them from a mile away. That's how I view it. I don't want to beat the person, but that's what I get from the conversation. And in fact, somebody I'm pretty close to came to me, was watching it, and was a female, and she said exactly what I was thinking. Like, wow. She thought the person was condescending the way they communicated. And yes, I thought so too. Right? I thought so too. That's not cool to think about somebody in an interview like that. Now, we all have our ways of why we operate and communicate, but I just think the person, and look, John Wall was right about the under-20 team. Turn my chat to subscriber mode only. You know what? I didn't know you could do that. You can. No, it is subscriber mode, but you have to. No, to comment you have to subscribe. Actually, Rob Smith, comment you have to subscribe, but you can't just have it where just subscribers who can view. If I could have it where only subscribers could view my channel, I would have it like that. So if I only have 50 people, I'd be just like, you know what? Okay, yeah, I can live with that because people just come and watch and leave. Views alone and do it. Views are important, but likes are probably more important than views because likes make people view your thing. That's how and every program is go up and see. That's how people talk about hit the like button. Me and Robbie them have 10,000 people that watch them live, and then still why you hit the like button. Because I live drive them thing there. So people, you like the team we have here? You think this team can beat the US? Just say yes or no. You think this team can beat the US? I didn't think that way about Hallgrimson, by the way. I didn't think that way about Hallgrimson, Antonio. I think Hallgrimson wasn't in normal with Jamaica as we are with Jamaica. Let me say that. I think you guys think Hallgrimson was going to love the food. Hallgrimson have better fish. When the fish, fish are the best in the world. We fish everything but we are the best. Hallgrimson wasn't having the food. The man used to food when I cook. Like the well-seasoned food. He looked the non-seasoned food. He loved the non-seasoned food there. He loved the non-seasoned food. Like seasoned food with spices. So Wun says yes. Akil said yes. Preston said yes. So a lot of people think that we can beat the US with this team. But one then caveat if I said I don't expect. No, look, I think it's a competitive team. Now, I would say this, which is the way we play against Honduras is concerning for me. Because US better than Honduras. Right? They have a new coach bounce. They have a new coach. If I prove to them coach them can. And if the US lose to it, it's pandemonium on the US, may I tell you. They think we bad? If US lose to it, they're going to lose their mind. Especially since they might host the World Cup and then expect to win the World Cup. I compete deep in the World Cup. We don't have no hold gate. Remove Jordan and try hold gate. No, Crow, to me, the majority win out. Some people not having hold gate. They think he's washed up. Yeah, DJ, fatal, but we don't play well in Jamaica. We play better away from home. In fact, nowadays, we play the US. We play the US. You know the thing about these people? Even though we have lost to the US 20 out of 33 times. That's a bad ratio, people. It's like Casey and Calabar in football. No, I'm not gonna like that. I mean, we always beat them. But anyway, at some point you turn the tables. Yeah, but last time we had the lead, Jason Gunnar. You forget we had the lead and then we had the buck up header or the ricocheted header, which ricocheted and going at the goal. Alan Beer said I would take Ravel. Yeah. Look, I understand the idea. I understand the perspective. But the coach has to call Ravel first. Somebody say, Jason, why you're an American, Jason? Why you want to beat your country? Fatal, I haven't checked that on Fatal. That's a good question. I can actually find that, actually. I can actually find that. So Fatal is asking, what's the US record against Jamaica in Jamaica? So you know what? Let me put this up. And then you can see who the home team and who is the away team. I have to take this down. So let me take this down and put this up. US national record against Jamaica. So you guys can see this. Let me see if you can see this. You can't see that. Hold up. Let me put it over here and then I can show it to you. Because you want to see how we do against them in Jamaica. Let me stop this and come back. All right, let's try this again. No, it's the same thing. Hold up. Let me. No, I can't. No. I'm trying. I got. Let me stop this and put it up again. It's when you use Google instead of Firefox, Google has different ways of. Okay, let me do this. All right, so let me put it up for you. Miss it now. My screen is gonna freeze. So you borrow people things, So here it is. So if you look, it's from 80. This is from 88. So let's get on here. So the home team is listed first, right? So Jamaica drew with them 0-0 in Jamaica in 1988. Then in 1994, Jamaica lost 0-3 in Jamaica in a friendly. They drew 0-0 in Jamaica, FIFA World Cup qualifier. 0-0 in Jamaica, FIFA World Cup qualifier. Then here you see Jamaica lose 2-1 a friendly. Jamaica draw 1-1. We know it was born big deal. We know it was born. You're saying big deal. Then here Jamaica lose 2-0. Jamaica beat US 2-1 in 2012. Then Jamaica lose 1-2, 2-1. Jamaica lose 3-1. Jamaica draw 1-0. So at home, it's not been horrible, right? Even the 3-1 here in the US was 1-1 at full time. So look at the last 5 games. USA 1-1-0. USA 1-2-0. You remember the game with Bobby Reed, Mr. Sitter? What was it? Was that the Gold Cup? Draw 1-1, draw 1-1, 3-1. So look, the scores. Look at the scores, people. Apart from a 5-1 here in 1988, a 3-0 here in Jamaica. Let's go from the 2000. Let's go from 2000 because we're not in the 90s no more. So go from 2000. The bad score we got in 2002 was 5-0, and then a 4-1 in 2021. We never have the best team. That was the friendly. But the games to me are not as close as the score suggests sometimes, to be honest. Yes, in Jamaica, Damian Lowe in the World Cup qualifiers did score a header, which the referee took away. That's how VAR came in, in this region, I think that game triggered the need for VAR. Yeah. But I'm just saying, in Jamaica, we're not terrible because you know what? The US may be even worse than Jamaica when it comes to bad field. So I think Latin American teams adjust really well when the field is not great. I don't think the US players who all play in Europe adjust as well, actually. Right? But you can see the US, the last time they lost to us was 2019 in our international friendly. So they have won 5 of the last 7. They haven't lost to us in the last 7, actually. Right? But in World Cup and in Concacaf Gold Cup, it's not being a big score. Frankly, 1-0, 2-0. It's not being a big score. Yeah, US don't really travel well. You're right about that, Rob Smith. I would agree with that. I don't think the US travel that well. They will lose game in like Latin America. Just like, how come the US lose that game? Go to El Salvador and struggle. They don't travel that well. No, we soon close on the program, people, because it's a 2-hour program. I don't want to stay time too long. But before you leave, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, both Balanced View and Cranky Live. Somebody asked me today to do a program on, there were 1 topic, 3 components. They want to do a program on investing, taxes, and retirement. Yeah. So I want to do a program that captures all 3 in a sense on Balanced View, not doing it on Cranky Live. And taxes is a broad subject. We'll make it very narrow, which is and very basic. Just the sort of conceptual thing. So yeah. Jason Guna says, wife. Who you voted for, Jason? Trump? You vote for Trump, Guna? Because me talk to the people of Georgia and Guna. Hey, people of Georgia, them out, them out, me I tell you, out. I them talk about, me talk to somebody, Paul Johnson, investing. Yeah, we're talking about investing. And people say investing, people always talking about stock market. But there are other ways to invest in stock market. You voted for a candidate. Does the candidate have a name, Guna? But it's more than one candidate. I'm sure everybody vote up on the slate, the whole list of stuff you get, you vote. So me can say this. I voted. And I'm a never Trumper. That's all I'll say. Can't say I vote tomorrow. Hey, people, no people have voted early now. If you vote, people, if you haven't voted and you're in the US, vote early. Go vote now. Don't wait on the last minute because most Republicans vote late. God, look like them always busy. We have time for we on. Most Republicans vote late, man, I tell you. Late. But no, you should go vote. You can vote for whoever you want to, except for Trump. If Trump wins, I'm not going to show. If Trump wins, see people that cranky don't talk no politics today now. Politics always come up. We go on Trump and there's some people. Trump has to be one of the most talked about people in the world, period. And when Trump is president, if you're a news media, you are conflicted when it comes to Trump. Because I watch CNN when Trump not there on. As soon as Trump comes, I start watch CNN. I even watch MSNBC, which sometimes I can't take because I'm too liberal. I've been in the middle of some place. I'm a centrist. But I tell you, when Trump there on, the newspaper they make money, media make money. 43 going to vote for Trump. 43 too young for Brown. They don't take no 15-year-old to vote. You have to be 21 and old, 18 and old to vote. I'm saying, 43 too young. But no, I look with the US game against. I'm looking forward to the game. By the way, I'm looking forward to the game. Eagles same vote with the 18-year-old. That big deal. Eagle Republic. Yeah, call in segment CC. You can call in segment CC. Yeah, man. Voting is a big deal. Did you vote the same way, Eagle Public, or you're different in your ideology? You two vote the same way, you know, if you voted the same way? Because enough people ain't going to voting booth vote different from them saying the people in the public, you know. And vote different from them saying the public. Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually when I went to vote, they told me I had gotten a mail-in ballot, and I forgot that I did. So I had to go fill out some. I don't go into the booth. I had to go fill it out separately and put in an envelope. But it didn't take me long to vote, though. Good night, CC. What you want to say?
Yes, Cranky, me I talk about voting thing, but I no vote, but that means I no talk, then I said dog in the fight.
So who's your dog in the fight? Who's your dog in the fight? And why? And why?
All right, to be honest, Cranky, I'm telling you, ever in one situation where I say you're choosing based on when you listen to the policies, right?
Right.
So when you listen to the policies of Trump's camp, you listen to policy that can diminish immigration or can reduce the amount of people.
So you say you want to come up foreign and then I try to block you?
No, well, I say me personally, but me
no. Me I put you on the spot. See, you want to come up foreign, because Jamaica and you want to block you. That me ask you. I don't want you to go around no circle. Yeah, well, I said them try close to bottom before you come across. I said them try close to bottom before you come across.
No, me I say if me I come, but me I say even so, even not even the border thing. More like a man who can legally jump on a plane and come to America.
Right.
But remember, say, in the visa thing and all of these things, these are quotas, and people don't know. Say it's not like them tell us that them have unlimited visa give for a year.
You know what's funny about that, CC?
Mm-hmm.
I talked to my Guyanese friends. They don't seem to have no problem getting on visa nowadays, because they have oil. Seriously.
All right. Look at that.
That's what I hear. They don't see the other problem that we have. But maybe because enough of we come here still.
No,
but
I'm going to show you something. As you mentioned about the Guyanese thing. You know, I had a Guyanese lecturer at UE, and you know what the guy said? He has a tourist passport at that time.
Right, yeah.
This is pre-oil, right? So he said he had the tourist passport. Someone said,
you mean pre-oil or pre-oil? Which one are you talking about? Pre-oil or oil?
Pre-oil. Not oil as in the one you walk down, pre-oil.
All right, it's not an oil. Okay, go on.
So he said he had the tourist passport. So I'm like, out of curiosity, I'm gonna say, which two passports do you hold? So I'm gonna say obvious. The one obvious is a Guyanese. So you got Guyanese passport. That's one. And a Jamaican passport. So I'm like,
you have Guyanese and Jamaican? Really?
Yeah.
Same can't go travel in the Caribbean then.
so the one said that is what. So that was the conclusion. Like at the time, I say, you have a tourist passport because one Guyana can't go nowhere.
All right.
more than forgot Jamaica.
Except night jungle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I must say, oh, I didn't have Jamaica. So it's like him and I say, boy, he must say, no, all he wants us all, but him love Jamaica and him come and you come lecture and practically live at Jamaica. So him get naturalized and get the passport because him love the culture. So him get the citizenship.
Right.
So many people I say, yo, it's a serious thing, but with the policies that you see that the Trump side are promoting. You see, there are two set of things, right, Cranky? There's one where my only problem is that you have policies where the Democrats seems to support that you're of the view that, all right, we can understand if you're not pushing the anti-immigration thing like, oh, the other side is pushing it. Like you're not pushing it overtly, right?
Right.
But covertly, there seems to be a different type of gender agenda,
right?
Where people have the view that you have laws that will be passed, which allows persons to basically can say in a ban a horse, and he's today is a dog, just per se. So my whole thing about it though is that you see if things affect you in terms of education, like if you have kids and you have family and all of those things, if it affects you on a certain level, like I would have said, the immigration and those things. But I think the choice where you have to exercise is just clear. Because at the end of the day, Cranky, to me, a person who's an immigrant and voting, on the next side who wants to shut out other persons from being an immigrant or adding to the immigrant pool.
So, see, never specific question. Well, no, people don't be confusing the immigrant pool. The immigrant pool is just people who look like me and you, who are not Caucasian. That's the immigrant pool they're talking about. They're not trying to black Caucasians come, because most Caucasians can come to the U.S. anyway. In fact, most Asians can come to the U.S. if you're outside certain Asian. So if you're Japanese and Chinese, you can come to the U.S. come visit. You get visiting visa. India may be a little bit different because they probably have a quota system, because there's a lot of Indians who would like to come, but a lot of Indians come here anyway. The Caribbean, which is so close in proximity, doesn't get the same level of ability to come here as much as they probably should, because they're going to do it based on what they think that resources you have and you're going to bring to the table. Which president has deported the most people during their presidency?
The black president.
Exactly. Obama deported more people than anybody else, even more than Trump.
Black president, ironically, Obama. But my thing, though, Cranky, I can understand tightening up immigration laws in terms of, if you talk about borders and all them things, but we must move away from the idea that this fighting against immigrants, because across the world, globally, is immigrant bill, all of them big nations, them England, them
but
US,
here's a problem.
them Canada.
You say it's a problem. I don't disagree that you need to manage your borders, right? That's just normal.
Yes.
But the problem that you have is that the US didn't do the best job, and Democrats didn't, of making sure the process of bringing people in the US was a very organized process. They caused part of their problem. So I've been saying this ad nauseum, which is this. When you don't have any control about the guns that you have that leave your country, and you make all the guns, and the guns that kill people in other country, they won't come out your country because your country safer, right? Secondly, when you squeeze certain country, you squeeze Cuba, you squeeze Venezuela, because you don't like them government. But you not squeeze China them way, because you can't squeeze them, because they're big, you can't squeeze them. And then their people have no way economically of doing well. They won't come in your country. 500,000 Venezuelans come here in the last few years. Venezuelans weren't really trying to come to the US all the time because they had oil money. They were doing really well until Maduro took over. Well, before him, they had before him, and it caused problem. The US started squeezing them and can't sell them oil. Economical, inflation is off the chart. They have to find some place to go to live.
But it's just the truth I thought, because listen, it's just like animals, Cranky. If the animals live in is it birds? Whatever.
I know some of you don't want to hear the political debate, but we're 2 hours in. We have finished the football thing. We can still talk football now, but we're branching out now. This is the free for all period. Because Carleen for the ticket them and answer the question, for the ticket them. So we'll start with other things.
Wait, the ticket around for game, we can answer to question.
But you're not coming to the game, so me not give no ticket to nobody when I come to the game. If you're coming to the game, yes.
Is the game in the US?
Yeah, in the US game. The game in St. Louis, yes. We have 2 tickets for the game in St. Louis, section 149. If you want a ticket, let me know. You can come in, you can answer a couple questions.
I can win the ticket and give it to a family member who is coming to the game.
You have to prove that to me first, CC. Can we know yesterday? All right, you know what, CC? Me give one question, CC. You have 5 seconds to answer the question, CC. If you get a question, you get a ticket. See?
Yeah.
All right, me get a question. All right. Me give you an easy question. Easy question. Easy question.
Easy, it's all like the God.
No, easy question. Easy question, me give you. So the question is this. Who is the first Jamaican to play football in Scotland?
No, man.
Okay, let me repeat. The first Caribbean black person.
So why you want the Caribbean? Me never say Ricardo Fuller about that.
No. Who is the first black person to play football in England? And they're from Jamaica, actually. So he's one of
the first black person to play football in England?
In Scotland, not England, in Scotland. Played a high level in Scotland. Yes, play football in Scotland. In Jamaica football history, what were you laughing? Now, good text Toki, but De La Plena played in England, not in Scotland.
No, De La Plena played, yeah, but you give me the first one.
It's not Lindy. It's not Lindy. We know everybody will get Lindy now. I'm not Lindy. I did have a Lindy question, but no answer Lindy already, so no problem know. So I would suggest people, you go and check that. I know someone's going to run to YouTube, or run to, that's my check the question, no run. I see that Google now, I try Google, and still can't find it.
That can't find on Google, man, because I know Omar Daily play, but Omar Daily play.
No, man, everybody, you're long time people. I'm going to look it up. I'm not telling you, I'm going to look it up.
Oh, kind of. No, but-
a big question that, you know. A big question
But
that.
then
Big
Cranky,
question. Big question.
See, man, I must say Gil Aaron, Cranky.
Yes, it is Gil Heron. Can them look it up? Then look it up. Then look it up. Then look it
They
up.
never give me
And by the way, Gil Aaron's son was a big time musician too. And Gil Aaron played in Jamaica, went to St. George's, went to Wolmer's, went to St. George's. People them had some money, come at US, play enough ball at US, play at Chicago. Then him play against some Scotland team, them love him, and go Celtics go play. But because I was black and a discrimination time, you talk about 40s, you know. Discrimination was big then. It was a big issue for him. But he was a brilliant footballer, actually. So I'm going to go look it up. Gil Scott Aaron, yes. First Jamaican to play with Celtics and play, and first black person to play football in Scotland, actually. Not just Jamaican, no. It's the first Jamaican, Africa, you know, first Caribbean person, but it's the first black person.
because you know, but then they're my first black man who got St. George's College can win money cup with charges.
Hey, Jason Good and face, you know. Hey, Jason Good and say, if I play against him, I didn't play at that level, Jason Good. I didn't play at that level. We're at different level. He's playing at a higher level than me.
Yeah, Gil Aaron. But there's not a lot of because you have Gil Aaron. This was Lindy De La Pena come down after. Lindy was after the Gil man.
Lindy was after Gil. Yeah, Lindy was brilliant. Lindy played about almost 300 games in a top flight and play a first division. Played enough game. So people go before we ask them more questions on this. Go read your history first. Go read your history first. When you come talk to me about, can we ask question? Where me not ask you about so who are the top goal scorer for Jamaica? Everybody in the mother knows I shelter and do that. So me not ask the question there. You know what thing I couldn't find, people? I want to ask and I couldn't find it, so I can't ask the question. Here's the question I want to ask. You guys go look it up. Me couldn't find it. Who is the top assist maker for Jamaica in football? Men. Couldn't find that star. We can't find top goal scorer. We can't see the list of goal scorers. I couldn't find who's the top assist maker for Jamaica.
But then, Cranky, the other day there was an argument with with Walter Boyd was on the radio on Oral Tracy's show, and even the goal, it was disputing the goal scoring record that they have for him.
Oh, yeah. But at least we have official records. No, Jason Gunnar. Second place not half a guess, you know. And one of two people meeting for second place. Somebody call me from Turks and Caicos. See, I'm take the call there.
All
right. Good night. Hello? Did I cut them off? Hello? Good night.
Hey. Yeah, how are you, man?
I'm doing well. Who is this?
Yeah, that's Ballon calling from Turks and Caicos. I'm watching your program now.
Oh, okay. How you Turks and Caicos? I feel honored. How you doing in that part of the world?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm a Jamaican, but I live over here now for the past.
So you mean you live where you make some money? That's what you say.
Well, I didn't think that I here for 30 something years.
Oh, 30 something years you've been. Are there a lot of Jamaicans in Turks and Caicos?
Yeah, about the third largest population.
Oh, okay. What's first and second?
Asian is because Haiti is very close.
Oh, Haiti, Haitians, okay. You sound low though, Carl. You sound low.
Oh, and then
Okay.
Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay. So Dominican Republic one got a people country and want to take over no Asian in them country. But anyway.
Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, but it's a nice country. Its population is small. I'm pretty sure it's
How big is the population?
about 50,000.
Yeah, small population that. So like an Eastern Caribbean island, small population that. So what do you have to say, caller?
I was just listening and the caller was talking about the Jamaican passport is one of the worst. But people don't realize that the Jamaica passport, I think, is 80-something countries.
Oh, you can go to 80-something countries, Jamaica passport? Really? Well, all of them in Africa? And the Caribbean?
No,
Okay.
Caribbean and outside the Caribbean too.
Okay. It's a lot of countries, frankly. But are they conscious people? So here's the thing. So people talk about passport and about traveling. You know what they think about? They think about Western Europe. They think about North America. They think about places in Asia. No, seriously, to be honest, right? They think about like Japan, China, Hong Kong, South Korea. They think about all of Western Europe, not necessarily Eastern Europe. They think about Canada and the US. Does Jamaica passport allow you to go to those countries? That's the question.
Yeah. And there are a lot of things that people do not understand too. That people always believe that you have to go to the US or Canada or England.
Right.
Yeah, because okay, in Turks and Caicos, I would profit over these big countries because we use US dollar here. We are tax free.
You don't pay taxes?
No, only like income tax, and we have liquor L tax.
You pay income tax. You say you pay income tax?
Yeah, but income tax go towards your pension.
So all the government gets funded. I'm confused. All the government gets funded. Now, if they don't get taxes, they don't get funded.
Okay, it's from the revenue is from like customs, like duties.
Okay. Oh, duties. So you collect. So you don't. So if you tax people, it's like most like you take in contribution for their own pension. You're not taxing them to support the government. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's precisely what happened. So, for instance, when you reach the age 65,
right,
then you get back about 60%. What they do, they calculate, and the last 10 years, the most what you pay, that's what you tax. Your pension.
Okay. Wait, you get 60% of what you contribute?
Yeah, for the last 10 years, they pay you from the highest amount.
But why are they going to give you 60% of your contribute when they not tax it? Shouldn't you get back more than you should get back more than 100% of what you contribute? So if you contribute $100,000 over 10 years, they should be giving you like $200,000, $300,000. No, seriously. Think about it. If you compound that, so you get 5% a year. So year one you contribute 100,000. So year one you contribute 10,000. That 10,000, if you're getting 10% of it, right, becomes 11,000. If you're getting 5% of it, it becomes 10,500. Then you add that 5% compounded. So they shouldn't be giving you back 6% of what you put in. They should be giving you more than what you put in.
Yeah. So what they do, they have a cap on how much they will give you back. For instance, I don't think you get over $3,000. Most people will get like from $1,200 to $2,000 or over that per month.
You get like 2,000 US per month, you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
That's for your pension.
Right. So what's the cost of living in Turks and Caicos? Is it very expensive there?
Yeah, because we have to import just everything from the US.
Oh, and most of your money come from tourism, I assume, right?
Yeah. And it's a very high-end destination, very expensive place.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, you heard about Turks and Caicos. Somebody's asking, is it 60% of your... No, I don't... That's an interesting question, Dexter. Someone's asking, is it that you get 6% of your salary or is it 6% of what you contribute?
Okay, what they do, they check for the last 10 years.
Right.
And they pay you from the highest month for the month per month that you get. For instance, within the 10 year, in a month you get like, say, 5,000 or 10,000. So they pay you from that 10,000, the highest amount.
Right. Because in the US, they have that like with people in the government, right? So you're a police officer. Mm-hmm. They may take your last 3 years before you retire, average it out, and pay you based on that. So that's these people are always trying to generate enough overtime them last year or last 2 years. Because they get paid based on the highest amount they make in the last year or last 2 years, last 3 years, right? That's what they get as their pension.
Yeah.
So they may contribute to their pension. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what they do. For the last 10 years, they pay you from the highest amount that you make for the month, and they pay you 60% out of that.
Oh, so you get 6% of the okay. I see what you're saying. So I think I think Ted Dexter is right, which you get 60% of what you make maybe in your last month or when you had last year of your being employed.
Of that month. Of that month.
Of the month. Okay. Now it's a good deal. So the government will have to invest the money for you to do that. You know? 'Cause when they give them the money, they have to do something with it. And they probably buy U.S. Treasury or buy some bonds and they sit there and grow over time.
I think they invest in some stuff. And then we pay on a tax called health tax, NHIT, which they pay, I think, 3% out of your salary if you're working.
Right.
And that 3%, if you take sick, because we have hospital, but the thing about it, we do not have those people for specialists. So what they did, they affiliated with Jamaica, Cayman, and all those, plus United States. So if I took sick now and they fly me out and my medical bill is $1 million, the government pay for that. You don't pay for nothing.
Wow. That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. I mean, because I think healthcare is a big issue in Jamaica, right? Big issue in Jamaica. The lack of adequate services, and if you have to get specialized surgery. And so if the government is going to underwrite you having some major illness, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Once you reach age 60 or 65, you don't pay, you not these tax no more, but you still could work and you still under that protection.
Right.
Yeah. So that's why I come up with this thing. People talking about these big countries. So a lot of these big, small countries have a lot of benefits. Plus, we use the US dollar. So why would I come in had all these burdens and taxes, which I could live easily tax-free?
Right.
Yeah, I bought a piece of property like 1998.
1998. So you're rich now.
Yeah.
Cause them little island when you have property, you know, that property they appreciate nothing. Enough.
Okay. I bought it 1 acre for $15,000.
1 acre, 15,000, 26 years ago.
Yeah, now it's valued more than $500,000.
$500,000 real dollars or Jamaican dollars?
Oh, we use American dollar here.
So you bought a property for 15 people. Before do some calculation. That are investment people. That are investment. So like an Atlanta property nowadays.
Yeah, because the only thing I sorry about, I didn't buy more property. All these property price is so high. Because my house, I built a house out of my pocket in 20 years, and like 7-bedroom house, which I use it on Airbnb now because all my kids gone, and my house value now is $2.2 million, and I
wait. 2 point something US dollars.
Yeah.
So you know what? And you did that. Wait. You've been there 30 years. That means you did that. No, but what I'm saying, that means you did that what? Like in your first 5-10 years there?
Yeah, because around that. Because I bought the property in 98.
Right.
And I started to build 99, 2000.
Okay. So that is awesome. That's awesome.
So that's why I tried again to do my YouTube and talk to people, especially men. That's a lot of stuff we can do, but you live in Jamaica, make sure you have a mind to work. You understand? That's
or you can leave like you and go someplace and make. Because here's my view on this. I think people who immigrate to some other country are much more incentivized to do well because you leave everything you're familiar with to go someplace else. You're not going to go waste time, right? You go there for one purpose, just to increase your economic, your financial situation. right? That's why you leave there in the first place. So you didn't notice that immigrants who come to the US, for example, if you were to do an analysis of how they perform versus the general population, and it's not because general population don't try to do the right thing, it's different. They'll make more sacrifices, they'll do more, but you have to sacrifice something, right? You have to give up your time, your family some time to put the work in to generate the income that you need to do really well. A lot of people I know, they go to school full-time, they work full-time, they don't have no life. But it's for a larger good. So proud of you, my man. Proud of you, sir. Good thing that. 15,000. Damn.
Yeah, before we close, let me explain. I was a contractor in Jamaica. And when I came here, I ended up working in supermarket.
Wait, so people, he's making another great point. Say that again, because I think this is a very great point, actually. It's a great point. Say that again.
I came here, I leave Jamaica, come here as a contractor.
Right.
Construction contractor. And I end up, even though I still work in supermarket, I might retire next year because I'm 64 now.
Okay. So you're still young, but keep going. Still young.
Yeah.
So you're retired young.
Yeah, I still work in supermarket, but I start as a clerk, and within a year I become a produce manager because I used to go to farm work, so they say I know about the produce. And then I spent 5 years as produce manager in the beer department. I spent 10 years produce manager, and I spent like 5-year warehouse manager. So all I do, I keep up my thing.
Wait, but we gotta be careful because you say you're working at supermarket. Make it sound like you want to clerk in a supermarket, just put stuff on the shelf. But you are managing in the supermarket.
No, I start as a clerk.
Oh, okay. And then you got promoted to man. Okay, go work at yourself at the line. Okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, I still use my skill because I used to make like ballista in Jamaica. I'm the first one in the island to make ballista. So I find a ballista and I start my little thing on the side.
Right.
Yeah, and then I start getting liquor construction work on the side. But I still keep my full-time job because I have my kids to take care of.
Right. So you're saying you are doing more than one job then. You were working in the supermarket and then doing a construction, some side hustle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And out of that, I got 2 kids. My children go to the best school here, which we have a British school because here is a British. And they go university. My daughter go leave university in the UK, and she do her master at Nottingham University.
So wait, let me ask that question before you say further. So your daughter go to university. Do you pay for them? Do you pay for them to go to school, the private college, and then to go to university, or is the government sponsor that?
No, I have to pay. One time when the government was about to sponsor, then some Turks, and so the scholarship didn't work out. So I have to foot everything.
So is school expensive in England? Because I've never been to university in England. Is school expensive in England?
Internationally, it's expensive, but locally, because I am a British citizen, I am also a Turks Islander.
Wait. How you become a British citizen when you're born in Jamaica? You come from Jamaica? How that work? No, I lose you. Come on, I lose you.
No, once you become a citizen here, because Turks and Caicos is under the British.
Oh, it's a British. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was still under the British, actually. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Next thing, liquor history. Turks and Caicos was under Jamaica till 1962 when we got independent.
Right. Okay. Oh, that's why some of the Jamaican would probably end up there. That's why they're the third. Okay.
Yeah.
Logical.
Yeah. So it's like what I try to do to educate people that you don't have to kill yourself to go to these big countries. There are some of these small countries once you're willing to work and put in the work, it could work.
Okay, so what you're saying is that there's a misconception that you have to go to the US or England to be successful. You can go to some other islands which may have a good infrastructure and good businesses that allows you to work and elevate yourself.
Easily, because and then a lot of people don't even know that once you are under the CARICOM, all these CARICOM countries, you can go there and live and work. But we have this concept once you reach to these big countries, because what I noticed in Jamaica, they don't see these countries as foreign.
Okay. So they believe foreign is North America and Europe.
Yeah, because I don't need no visa to come to the state, you know.
What do you mean you don't need no visa to come to states? What do you mean?
We all we need is police record to come.
Wait. So Turks and Caicos are free to just come to the US when they want to come?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. So that's how it is.
So how long does it take? How long does it take to become a citizen? Can any Jamaican live in Turks and Caicos? Just gotta go live so.
Okay. Now it's changed because of some time, so they put a cap on Jamaican. So
everybody Jamaican, no too bad in a star. Everybody a cap on. Everybody a cap on. No go too much trouble. Everybody a cap on. Go on, talk, master. Go on.
Yeah, so because of that now you need a visa to come. If you have an American visa, you can come as a tourist.
Right. But if you're coming from Jamaica to Turks and Caicos, you can't just come, so you have to get visa.
Yeah, because when I come, I just buy a ticket and come, but now you have to have a visa.
Oh, okay.
If you got a job here, because the most teacher here is Jamaican teachers that are here.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we have a big population because we should have a hotel here, so you have a lot.
Okay. So it's a butch store. Okay. Sandals is there. You're saying Sandals is there. You're saying
no.
It's not Sandals.
Beaches.
Oh, beaches. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have a lot of Jamaicans that come here.
Right.
So,
okay.
But it's a good island. So the reason why I'm saying this, is to give people a wider knowledge about traveling and stuff like that. And you can make it almost anywhere you go if you decide to put in the work.
Right.
Yeah. Because now, and I come here, what I would like to say to most men in Jamaica, especially the younger men, try to have a skill. Because these islands are anywhere you go. Once you have certain type of skill,
right?
You can make it because I have this skill. If I never had this skill, maybe I wouldn't reach where I reach.
So, what kind of skills does Turks and Caicos need? What are they lacking per se? Because sometimes some countries, like in the US, they always want looking for teachers. They're always looking for doctors. They don't have too much lawyers. What kind of skills you sort of need in Turks and Caicos that is in need that the government would love to have, right? That people can sort of, if they want to come there to live, they may want to know that they have a chance to make a good living. Hello? Did I lose you?
Hello?
No, I was asking the question, which is what kind of skills does a country need at the moment?
Well, you always need teachers, and they prefer Jamaica teachers. Yeah, and nurses, but for the wider world, I would say, if he's a good mechanic, because here you have mechanics, but not great mechanics.
But only mechanic when you can't drive. You're driving at the sea if you drive at Turks and Caicos. I see you driving now. Where drive go? Where drive go? Eh?
We have so much a car here.
But no must have no accident. No must have no accident. You can't drive going away.
No, you can. But the problem is it's about 12 islands that is habited. You have a lot of islands that is not habited. But it's not just a big island. You have different islands where you have to take boat or plane to go to.
Right. Okay. I hear you. Well, I appreciate the call, sir. And you can call back anytime. Would love to know more
Yeah,
about the
man.
island, more about opportunities. I want to have this type of information disseminated to the public, communicate to the public, right? Because sometimes people are not informed about some of these things. Everybody's just saying things. You have to come to America, I go Canada, I go. Nobody not go England nowadays anyway. Canada and America, if you want to come, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad to talk to you. I'm going to call you and we could continue this conversation.
Yeah, man.
But I'm glad for the highlight to let people understand that is how it is, you know?
Yeah, man. I appreciate the call. Definitely.
Yeah,
All right.
thanks, man.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for calling. All right, people. So let me say something. Claudine and what was it? Was it Ricardo? Yes, Claudine. Yes, Ricardo. I didn't want to be rude and say something when somebody's on the phone talking. Yes, Claudine, I appreciate the likes. The likes went up significantly. And people, you guys know I've said this all the time. I appreciate the likes. But people like Claudine like to give me a hard time because her finger has a problem going forward. It keeps going back. When she tries to press it, somebody pull her back. The devil pull her back. Devil pull back her right hand. Use your left hand, Claudine. Devil put your right hand. Use your left hand. See, she don't want to press the button. But I appreciate the likes, people. It's very, very important to get the likes. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you being here, actually. And like I said before, people, please subscribe to my Balance View channel. I'll start the more Balance View stuff. Because things like these that you heard from the caller, and I forgot his name, from Turks and Caicos, we need to know these things, you know. Everybody can't come to America. Everybody can't go Canada. And as he just said, he went there 30 years ago, right? Just think about that. So call it mid-90s. He bought a piece of land for $15,000 in 1998, which is 26 years ago. It's now valued over $500,000. That's how you create generational wealth, you know. When him say him about 64, so when him gone, him kids them will get it. Them can turn that over and continue the wealth. Because we need to build up the wealth in our community. That's a great. And him have a house value for $2.something million. Mirated. Him probably fix it up for less than 100,000 back then. Because as the island become much more populated and there's a more demand for housing, it'll appreciate. That's why when you invest, it's not just a stock market. Real estate is a good thing too. You own private business, real estate, the stock market. You can get rental income, you can get dividends, but we'll talk about some of them things there at another point in time. But it's important people to do that. In fact, it's an imperative to do that. You can't take the money and go party 24/7 and then you ask what happened. Dr. Dan, let me answer your question. What happened to the doctor's appointment? Dr. Dan, you come late. As I said at inception, person, Dr. Dan, I went to the doctor. There was somebody there asked me to take my clothes, Dr. Dan. And I tell her, I said, no. And she run like teeth, but the doctor come. The doctor come and it worked out well, Dr. Dan. It worked out. The doctor was courteous with a good conversation and give me prescription. We're good. Good night.
Good night, Stan Cranky.
Yeah, who am I talking to? It sounds like Balakar, no?
A Balakar, man.
Why I say Balakar? At first, you call my program.
Yeah, man. You know,
what's that about, Balakar? What's that about, Balakar? What's that about? How come you call for the first? How come you first and you call my program, Balakar?
Because you are going on the football thing. They have me away because.
Wait. You talking big coach?
Yeah, man. We know. Remember now. Everybody say me forgot. Me have to win out the league where me are playing now.
Right.
And then win the tier 2 playoff. So a tier 2 we don't know. Me win out my division. Win out Western tier 2 playoff. No, me they are the tier 2 that are the second division in Jamaica football.
So that's not Trillion, that's Jamaica in general? You're at tier 2 now?
Yeah, that's in Jamaica. We go the Premier League. Next step are the Premier League.
Ah, awesome. Wait. So we want to put it on the spot. So you don't have to answer me or not. You get the coaching license them. You get the license them.
Yeah, you know, so me just talk to Mr. Speed and him say, the Western region, every parish will get them, like the people from Kingston will come down for we get the coach's license. So we just have to wait till them come down this side to go. You understand?
Nah, man, push him. Get your stuff, man. Don't wait for nobody. Push your stuff, man. Anyway, if you go get it, go get your thing. See what I say? No, don't wait for nobody. Let's get your thing, man. You know, them to Jamaica, you wait, and then nothing happen. So speed now, good, but you can't wait. You have to push. A year career, you know. A year thing, you know. So you have to push for your thing. See, I tell the man, say, look, if that Kingston, me come to Kingston, come do it. Me figure it out. When you work with me, let me come do it and get it done. You want to reach Premier League and then you don't have the B license and then man say, oh, you can't coach because you don't have the B license.
True.
Yeah, so you have a push for that, man. You have a push for that.
Yeah, man, because really when we do, me make sure I come for the program. I go for the whole life program, you know. That me like you, Unseen, I remember Manny's man.
But nobody not see pick up on Unseen. Pick up on Unseen. Nobody not see.
It's
the man named Unseen. Man named Unseen.
You know, say over Cavaliers page we did it. Over Cavaliers YouTube channel.
Oh.
Speed. So no.
Wait, Cavaliers on YouTube channel?
Yeah.
White name. Because we want to go for name.
Cavaliers FC. I something there was, you know.
Who?
Unseen.
So Unseen conflicted. No wonder Unseen conflicted. You know something I feel like. Unseen conflicted big time. Hey Unseen. No wonder you go on. Hey, so now me know what Unseen stayed away. You know what? Nah, beat him. I'm a YouTuber. I beat him. Unseen, you're conflicted.
No, him like I'm at the media.
Oh, I'm at the media personnel.
Yeah.
And need help. But anyway, keep going.
Yeah, man. Remember one time when I say, boy, Ballon, you have to win out, and then you come back to it.
Yeah. No, we're proud of you, Ballon, man. A good deal, that, man.
Yeah,
good
man.
Deal.
So,
you can't sit on my ear on this. A good thing that Ballon, proud of you, man. Big time.
Yeah, man, because I remember when we used to come, when we used to go on coaches this program, you always say, you know Ballon, you know about football.
Yep.
Me don't forget nothing, you know.
Yeah, man.
First person they be a foolishness, so more while, you know, you have to school him and make you know. I say, boy, Ballon, you know about football.
Yeah, man. Remember them day there? I'll be come to the whole channel there, you know.
Yeah.
A
lot of people don't know.
Yeah, man.
Coaches this, almost everybody run through.
Yeah.
And see everybody blossom and can do their own thing there. So
yeah, man.
But I didn't do you can keep a reunion on the channel.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, what do that? Good point, you make, Balaka. What do that?
Yeah, everybody can come and say, boy, you know, for this YouTube thing I come from, because what we have to do, we have to remember, say, we as fans, you as a YouTuber, I mean, I could say you're a YouTuber a long time because you used to host most, I show them when you go on. So, we open doors for the world, see things when happen in Jamaican football, because they can't go up on a ESPN go see nothing. So YouTube was like a ESPN in the Jamaica space.
Yep.
We get information for every little thing in a football, schoolboy football, ball overseas, when nobody know about. So YouTube them have a good role in a Jamaica football space right now.
At Balakar, you're making a great point, which is YouTube has been very focused specifically on the football. I've been bringing the football to the audience who are very interested in the football. Has done a good job of maintaining that communication, because a lot of time sports, they may bring them thing there and then move on to the next subject. YouTubers are there continuously. So you're making a great point, actually. And you're right, Coach's Desk and Minzy are some of the pioneers involved in doing this. Because Minzy is the first program I went on, Minzy is the first program I went on.
Over there, all we go.
Yep. Yeah.
Till everybody start, because Evo, I think management did have in channel, but over Coach Minzy, everybody did.
Yeah, man, Coach Minzy. Minzy started. Yeah, because management afterward, but Minzy Mende. Yeah,
till everybody take time, branch off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, from the YouTuber where we did have overseas, I think, I can't remember, what the brother, the Ballon brother. I think him did the only YouTube thing where he used to talk about Jamaica football that much. JD or somebody like
that. JD's been around since 2011, 2012, but not necessarily focused on Jamaica, but JD's been around a long time. But I wasn't on JD's program. I went on Coach's Desk first.
Yeah, but him did it first, but when Coach's Desk come in, we get to know more about the local players them.
Right.
You understand? We know about the Jamaica space some more and thing, and educated on the football more. So we have to big up all of them.
Yeah, man.
You see,
But Balakar,
understand that?
proud of you, man. Proud of you, man. Continue the good work. Continue
Yeah,
the good work.
man,
Because
respect,
there's
man.
nothing like winning, and making progress, All right?
Yeah.
And if you continue the way you do it, make sure you get the license, then, man, because no matter you win sometime, if you don't have the license, you now get the credits. You have to get the license. You have to get the license, then. You get the license.
That's true.
Yeah, man.
I want team out with the work still, I love to big up the coaching staff.
Okay.
You have Kazman Williams, you have Valdez, I have
But before we go anywhere, which team you talk about?
Duncan's United, man.
Okay. Duncan's United. And that's from where? Trelawney?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to big up the manager, Melvin Thompson. So I'm big up all like players them way come and put in the hard work. Big up them as well.
Yeah.
And for the fans them what they on the the comments, I don't say on a rate Balakar. Me I go send on over the club page, which is Duncan's _football_club page, and we do a GoFundMe, anything at all, you can donate towards the club, because we're going to one bigger league,
right?
And we out the look sponsor. So any fans were in the comment who rate Balakar, you can go and donate towards the program.
So Balakar is saying he's looking for support from the football community for his team, which is now at the second tier of Jamaica football, trying to progress to get to the senior level, which is the JPL. And he and his coaching staff have done a good job of bringing them through the process. They are a successful team, but you can't be successful without you have some funding. They need funding. So support it. Duncan's _football_club page. Look on the website and donate, people.
That's the Instagram page, the link in the bio. So as you reach over the page,
right,
you can just see it and do it. Whatever you have. We're not gonna tell nobody to donate that or that.
So we know some money I got to the right place, Balakar. I want to say that.
So when I go, remember, and the GoFundMe, remember you can't do it at Jamaica, So a past player from the football club,
right,
him visit Jamaica last week. Him bring a pair of football boot. Just one him say him could have bring, because him about 25 now. But
so Malaka Pitney. Okay.
Yeah, so he just bring one. So me, the coaching staff, the rest of coaching staff, and they said to him, we out here cannot build a GoFundMe. And because him used to go college out here, so we trust him. So I say when you go over, you build a GoFundMe and you send it back to we post it on the club page. So anything we donate from anybody, I forgot to him, and then him transfer it to the club account.
Okay, so you guys can track the money that goes in? Yes.
Once it goes in, we can track it from here.
Okay, all right. And you can see who the donor is too?
Yeah. You can see who the donor is.
All right, people, you hear that, people? So the Duncan's Football Club, who are in the second tier of Jamaica football, are looking for sponsorship, donations. And this is what you can provide. And there is no amount too small or no amount too big you can provide. So go to over to the Instagram page and then web page and Duncan's _football_club page, people.
Yeah, and thank you, Cranky, for,
Yeah, man.
Good call, and, me advertise the club thing, because, a lot of people might want to do that and thing, but...
man, it's all good, man.
Respect, man.
Yeah, one family. Yeah, man. Bless up, man. All right, bless Balakar. Thanks for calling.
I'm watch a program when I put out a squad.
You don't like it? I know you have your view.
We can never put Allgate with Pinnock.
So you prefer Allgate to Damian Lowe?
Yeah, I rate Damian Lowe, but Damian Lowe have some.
So Allgate, said Allgate are Damian Lowe son. No, his son. I'm brother. I'm brother. Right? It's what I see. Allgate don't stop get yellow card and red card too. You look at them in the street. So I told him my family. My family.
The thing is too, me understand you know a game and nothing wrong with Damian Lowe, you know, because Damian Lowe with a compliment Ethan Pinnock because Ethan Pinnock slow and Damian Lowe fast.
Yep, definitely. And Ethan can also calm down Damian. Because Damian rush gone, Ethan will cover.
Yeah.
You need both.
The Isaac Ida thing is a real thing, or?
Yeah, man, a real thing, man. Him go Jamaica, go 5 things. So hopefully he can get it by next window. A real thing, man. He was in Jamaica 2 weeks ago. He went to Pika. He put in all him papers. So Pika gave him passport and him citizenship. Good, man. Good.
But
real thing.
Real
like
thing. The Bobby Ray thing.
In terms of what?
Like right there, sir, in midfield. You feel like him can play the 8
Yeah, man. He can play the 8, man. Hey, first thing you need, you need legs in there, you know. Me understand the technical part. You need legs. And him full of legs.
Yeah, and the way you put Casey Farmer, me 100% with that.
Yeah, man. So we have Bobby play the 8. It may be a double pivot, you know. It could be just be an 8, you know, because against US, you're not going to attack as much. He may play a double pivot and play a Casey in front of the two of them.
Yeah, because and the Bowser situation, I kind of like, you know, because you know Bowser take a little time off and find back himself again.
It appears that way.
And, yeah, because remember, the family come first, you know. So when you see a Ballon and perform, you know, probably he want the family around him when he can boot up back then thing, you understand? So
yeah,
it work out for him. So and at the moment, me just say we don't have a problem with him starting him. And the wingers them one good pick that, you know, we have Cephas them or whoever can come off a bench can come put in on good work. But the wing back them, me no familiar with them. Who you put Lucky Body here can play right back.
Yeah, man, he can be right or left back, frankly. Because even against the US, he played like back three against the US, you know.
Yeah, and he did play good.
Well, good. I mean, watch him live up close and personal. Play well good.
Yeah, so
well
we put a left back.
We put Greg Lee.
Yeah, you know, Greg Lee tackle better than Bell, right?
Than Amari Bell. But Amari Bell's a better player, though.
Yeah, going forward,
passing
the ball, but defense-wise, something they've defend good, but good start in the level where we can work with.
Yeah. Now good, decent team.
I mean, I try if you go the match. I'll go match though. I'll get the ticket there.
You mean the one at Kingston?
Yeah, I'll go one at Kingston. Okay.
No, the contact. I'm telling you, the contact. I thought they would allocate tickets to some of the teams who are like in the second division and first, like the JPL and then in the second tier. No. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's why I say. Okay. They always get tickets for the match. Okay.
Yeah, man. Them always give the federation ticket to give the clubs and.
Okay.
If they go the match, so. Definitely, me I go get for watch the match, man.
Okay, all right, good.
Yeah, man. So respect again.
Yeah, man. Respect, man. And continue. Good luck and progress with the team.
Yeah, man. Respect, man.
All right, thanks, Balaka.
All
right. Why voice on the past? Why Balaka bring back some memories? We just started the YouTube thing. The Minzy channel late at night, Saturday when him have him weekend treat, triple treat, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Different time, different space, and we all evolve and we all grow. And most of we do the thing now. Eagle said Bell will be better in midfield. I don't know. It's interesting. But Bell is injured. I don't think he's gonna be ready for this because I was reading about him today. He hasn't fully recovered from his hamstring injury yet. But anyway, people, first of all, I'm gonna say thanks for all the likes. I truly appreciate it. And some of the people who gave likes aren't regulars, so I appreciate that. Second of all, we'll be back on Monday. We don't know what the topic's going to be. Third of all, if you haven't subscribed to Balanced View and you want to talk about some social issues and matters in this, you want to talk football, you hear the caller from Turks and Caicos, which I appreciate, which was a good discussion. When I have more of discussion, people, I try to uplift people, uplift yourself, get information. This channel is supposed to be a conduit, provide some of the information to you. We can get educated, get informed. I learn from you. Hopefully you can learn something from me because we are here to teach each other. All right, people. So thanks for being here. If you haven't hit the like button before you leave, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe both to Balanced View and the Cranky Live. And I'll see you next week. All right? Take care, people. Peace out. And be safe over the weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bless up. Peace out. Cranky life is the best to be now. For the best sports talk and it's free, yo. Cranky life will be your guiding light by keeping you informed both day and night. Cranky life, tell them. Cranky life, heed them. Cranky life, want them. Cranky life. From the courts to the field, we'll never lose because Cranky has the hottest news. With expert analysis, we break it down. Our in-depth coverage is best in town. Cranky life, tell them. Cranky life, heed them. Cranky life, want them. Cranky life. Cranky life where the sports is spicy and where we keep the discussion lively. Cranky life, get to know the name because Cranky analysis is never lame. Cranky life, give me my Cranky life. I want my Cranky life. Must have my Cranky life. Whether it's football or track and field, you know Cranky is at the wheel. So join the journey through victory and defeat and subscribe and don't miss a beat of Cranky life. Tell them, Cranky life. Heed them, Cranky life. Want them, Cranky life. If you're from England or USA, from Kingston or Bombay, from Kenya or Canada, Lagos or Havana, visit Cranky Live. Tune into Cranky Live. Like up Cranky Live. Subscribe to Cranky Live. Cranky Live coming to you on weekdays. Cranky Live sometimes on Sundays. Pull up a chair and take a seat because Cranky will always bring the heat. Cranky Live. Me say fi tell them Cranky Life. Me say fi heed them Cranky Life. On them Cranky Life. Cranky Life will be around. Cranky Life is the best in town. Me say fi heed them. Me say fi want them. Me say fi heed them. Want them, heed them, want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life. Heed them, want them, heed them. Want them, Cranky life. Cranky life. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed them, want them. Cranky life. Cranky life. Cranky. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed, want, heed them.